Okay, I think I'm live. I think I'm live. Let me check. Yeah, I'm live. Sweet. Hello, everyone. You know, I don't want to make a habit of having technical problems before my streams. But I know what this issue was. It was my fault. I was trying it again. And when I got back drunk last night and I was like, oh, I'll re-add the YouTube chat feature for my stream. And of course, that crashed my whole computer again. I have no idea why it's happening, but it is. And it just means that today your chats won't be appearing on screen. So I'm sorry about that. But I will read them out. Yeah. That wasn't brilliant. It was pretty annoying, but here we are. Now, what if I click this one? What does that do? Oh, cool. So I can see it here. All right, that's pretty useful. Sweet. What if I click it? Nothing happens. Fair enough. All right. Okay, next I need to get the fights on because I've not even had a look at this yet. And then we are good to go. But thanks all for waiting. I really appreciate it. Very good of you. Or you have severely limited options. Either way, I'm glad you're here. You know? As ever, we will be scoring the fight. But I'm not too interested in the undercard, if I'm honest with you. I think I'm very much looking forward to the main event because the amount of analysis I've done, studying I've done. So I'm really excited to see what it looks like. I get really invested, as you all know. Business side of it. So let's see. Right, I managed to leave my headphones in my pocket yesterday, and they are pretty much flat. So
the fight is going to be amazing. You know, because you know, Dylan has got 2 over.
I've only got one as well. I don't know where the other one's gone. So a great start to the day, really.
The first one I won. I know I won. Eddie Hearn boy gave it to him. The second one, he knocked me out. I woke up, tried to get up, and the ref was like, "Mate, the fight's over." You know, I was like, "Oh shit!" But you know what? That was a good left hook he hit me with. Amazing. You know, I was winning the fight, but I thought
thanks for the super 202. Appreciate it, bro.
Listen. Yeah, I won the fight.
I wish I could pull it up,
but in December with Dylan, 100%.
I can't.
But it's going to be an explosive fight.
That we know.
Yeah.
The first 2 fights were explosive, so I expect the trilogy to be.
Oh, so they're doing the third Dylan White Chisora fight. That's just been announced.
Will be better, I believe so. This one will be better.
That'll be interesting.
So.
It'll be interesting to see how that goes, because then we can see where Dylan White's at, and then we'll know how good that Italian one was.
Let's hope that happens,
really
Frank.
Interesting.
We'll sort the numbers out. Us, it's our job to do it.
We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. All right, let's go to Adam Smith. Let's continue the show for our next fight. IBO Cruiserweight World Title.
Thanks, Addy. A world of heavyweights. And some huge showdowns.
What are you saying? You can hear the ball. Oh, what? Can you hear my screen?
Over the coming week.
Oh, you can hear the broadcast. Yeah, there's something going on with this. I don't know how to stop it doing it. Hang on, that's a massive problem. Yeah, let me I need to fix that. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me get rid of that. Is it doing it now, guys? Is it doing it now?
Very tough competitor in with Ronnie Lambert, who looked absolutely chiseled.
It's still doing it.
Phenomenal on the scales yesterday. 38 victories between them. The IBO Cruiserweight Championship on the line. Over to you, Thomas.
I'm having so many issues. Basically, what's happened is...
Let's now welcome to
yes,
the ring.
Wait, are you saying yes you can hear it or yes it stopped? Still on. Shit. Okay, how do I stop this? Is it this one that's doing it? Right. I know it's stopped now because I've muted it, but I would like to be able to listen to it in my ear, but for some reason my laptop is playing what I'm hearing in my headphone to the live stream, which is just like, what do you say, honestly? I don't know. I don't know what the frick is going on here. I don't like being able to only hear myself. It kind of I like having a bit of commentary in my ear. So we'll get this right before the fight, hopefully, because this is a bit annoying. Right. I feel like this is too... Yeah, mate, I've not... It's playing through my headphone. I'm looking at all my sources on my software, and nothing should be playing the audio. So this is really, really weird. I have no idea why it's doing this. But yeah, basically what I was explaining before was I finally upgraded my laptop. But since I've done it, the software I'm using just hates it for some reason.
28-year-old can go all the way.
I've got it on again. Can you guys hear it still? Say yes if you can hear it. Say no if you can't hear it.
The chance to impress the Queensbury team, to impress DAZN, and of course, bury those bucket loads of fans.
Yeah, that'll help him tonight.
I should probably just check the stream myself.
He's a solid fighter. He got nice high hands. So I think he's a better, stronger puncher than his record would suggest. But he's in a bit one
You can still hear it. What the?
To what if a guy wants to roll on to you with that? We saw that.
All right, I'm gonna have to watch that without sound then. I don't know what on earth is going on. Let me have a play around with this. I just reinstalled the software and it's still doing it. Wait, I wonder if that's what's doing it. Right. What the frick is going on? Yes, mate, I am doing it from the same device, but right, hang on. Let me try this one more time. I can check myself actually because I can. Let's see if this works. What the frick is going on? Yes, mate, I am doing it from the same device, but right, hang on. Let me try this one more time. I can check myself actually. Right. I don't think you can hear it anymore. I don't think you can hear it anymore. Can you hear it still? If you can, then I'm out of ideas. You can't hear it. Just the birds. Wow, it's picking that up. That's crazy. All right. Jesus. To be fair, my stream's not working right now anyway. I'm having a terrible time this morning. Oh, man. This is so annoying. I hate technology. I mean, I love it, but I also hate it. Like, why don't you just work? Shouldn't be this bloody hard. Right. I think there was a weird setting on that I never touched. But anyway. Fingers crossed this will just work now. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to score this fight, to be fair. I think we'll just watch it, right? Right, guys, sorry. I feel settled now, so I feel like we can chat properly. I wish I could put your comments on screen, but I can't. So we'll just read them out. And also, this stream is not working, so I need to find a new one. Big up, Matt. Thank you for the super chat, mate. You think Wardley's more marketable than Parker? Don't know. I think he's... I never really thought of Wardley as being, like, really marketable. I suppose he's somewhat marketable, but, like... Don't know. Yeah, this ain't working right now. How annoying. All right, there we go. Let's see if this works. All right, I appear to be able to watch the fight now. What a load of rubbish that was. I can't believe you can hear the birds outside. That's so funny. Yeah, actually, I need to close that window. That's a good point. I can't tell you how close I've been to quitting this live stream this morning because I'm even struggling to get the fight to work at the moment. This is just... Yeah, I mean, it's interesting seeing the difference between the undercards on the Riyadh season cards and then these ones. I mean, I think these are some of the worst comparative undercards we've ever had. And look, like, I'm still going to watch the fights because, you know, I love boxing, but they've not been good undercards. There's no doubt about it. And I think that's the main reason DAZN have been questioned on the pay-per-view. They were being questioned about, you know, is Wardley Parker even a pay-per-view event? I saw some exec at DAZN being interviewed about it, and I feel like it's really just the strength of the overall card that's the problem, rather than the main event. Not to say that like it's an obviously pay-per-view fight, but if you put like a good co-main and a couple of interesting undercard fights, I think fair. You know, fair, but I do think that these guys, on their own, you know, they're not obviously pay-per-view, you know. But I love it for the I'm interested in boxing, basically. It's really simple. And when you study it as much as I do, it's so intriguing. Matt, you're saying it's not $60. I mean, to be fair, I don't think it is. Oh, you mean what currency are you talking in? USD? Is it 60 USD? Because what is it, £30 in the UK? I mean, it's a bit steep, isn't it? I understand if people don't pay for it. Of course I do. And also, I have to be honest, I've forgotten what I was going to say. No, I don't get given the fight. I don't get given the fights for free. I feel like I should get given the fights for free, but I don't. But anyway, having said all of that, if you want to buy the pay-per-view, the link's in the description. But yeah, you have to be really invested in this one to want to buy it. I understand. And that's the thing as well, like you're asking for quite a bit of money for a fight that could last a few rounds. That's the other thing, really, isn't it? So I haven't actually ever seen these guys fight before. Alderdadge and Lambert. Thoughts on Chisora White 3 being hinted at? Be a good co-main, wouldn't it? Or like a third fight on one of those Saudi cards, or... I mean, they'll do it as a headliner, won't they? I just sort of feel like if you're looking for an opponent for Italma and Chisora needs a fight, then why would you have Dylan White fight him? Like, he just lost to Italma. I like Italma White. Sorry, Italma Chisora. I really do. I think that's a brilliant fight to make. I think you just pay Chisora the money he wants. Because he's a big name. He's had a couple of good wins, you know, and I feel like stylistically, it's a lot. There's not many guys like Chisora at heavyweight, so it's a good chance for him to learn as well. And Chisora wants to go out and win for his 50th. Yeah, I mean, he could lose to Dillian White, though. We don't know what Dillian White's got left, really. Thanks for the super, Matt. Chisora White 3 going to have a horrible undercard. Maybe. You never know. Right, I'll be back in 2 minutes, guys. All right. Oh, man. Yeah, I understand people, like I said, I understand people not buying the pay-per-view. Just reading your comments. But, like I said, if you want to help support the channel, it's a great thing you can do. And I do think that the main event is going to be really interesting. So that's as far as I'll go to sell it, because I'm not going to lie to you about the rest of it. Oh, we're talking top 3 heavyweights. Okay. This is a nice conversation. I mean, obviously, Usyk is number 1. You can't debate that. I don't think you should talk about Fury because he says he's retired. I mean, just, yeah, it depends if you believe the guy or not. Personally, I don't know if he's retired. I would say he's not. But I'm also quite surprised at the fact he's not had a fight yet. Which sort of makes you think, maybe he is. Maybe he's just having a year off. I don't know. I think Caballero beats Parker too. Yeah, I'm pretty confident he does. But that's without studying. Like, you guys know, we always come into, you know, an initial, when a fight gets made, you have a preconception about it, right? You sort of think, oh, I think this or I think that. And then when you start studying, you start seeing how things might actually pair up. And yeah, it's interesting. I think Caballero is the second best heavyweight in the world right now. The fight in Germany that he's having is an absolute disgrace. Like, the fact that he's not getting more opportunities is such a bloody shame. Because I don't think it's going to be anyone decent. The way they've announced the date without giving an opponent. And they're like, we're taking Caballero back to Germany. It's like Riyadh Season gave him a chance, and now he's been sent back into exile, basically, because he was too good, almost. I feel like he hasn't grown much in popularity in that time, despite some really great wins. It's such a disappointing thing. But yeah, I'm a massive Caballero fan. I think he's fantastic. Bit different as well. He's a different sort of heavyweight, which is always nice to see. But yeah, for me, Usyk's number 1. I'd have Caballero 2. 3. It's a really interesting one because I think, like, Parker's got a better overall skill set, but I think that Dubois might beat Parker just because of the athleticism in a straight line. I've got a feeling that Dubois could do him some damage. But it's a styles thing rather than, like, overall who's the 3rd best heavyweight. So, but we'll see tonight. We'll see tonight what Parker's got still. I still think Dubois should be in the conversation for top 3, though. I know he lost to Usyk, but, like, most people would. So, yeah. It's an interesting one. To get my scorecard ready for the main event of the evening. Oh, hello, Alex. How are you, mate? 202 says, the older Usyk gets, the better Caballero's chances against tomorrow. That's true, but I just also think he won't fight him, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, so Kachais Holland says, I think they'd get more opportunities if they market themselves a bit more. They've got no star power. Oh, interesting to see what... I just want to see what Wardley's drilling, actually. He's just blocking hooks at the moment on the pads. Because, you know, they normally drill stuff they're going to do in the fight on the pads. It's the counter left hook that he's drilling right now. Interesting. But sorry, I was reading Kachais Holland's comment. Dubois is a bit on the spectrum. Moses is not a social guy. They don't market themselves. I mean, to be fair, Moses is really young, you know? Moses is, he's a young dude. He's got time to grow up, and I don't think, like, I know he seems really, really mature, but a lot of maturity as well is like a confidence to be yourself in a public domain. You know, I think like it's not necessarily maturity, but I just think that comes with confidence and time. And you can seem confident, but like I know Moses seems extremely confident, but there's no way he's as confident now as he's going to be in, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So I've got a lot of sympathy for athletes who are in their early 20s and kind of getting put in the spotlight like that. It must be difficult. Oh, and I think Lambert has just done a power slam on Uladaj. Or how do you say it? Uldadaj. Alex says he's got Wardley KO in round 1 as 100 to 1. Why not? Fair enough, mate. I don't really gamble, but if you're gonna put a bet on, then it'll make the first round interesting for you. Four Corners Boxing says, Henry, what would you say was your biggest challenge in your early days of YouTube? Started a few months ago and finding a few things very hard, but overall loving it. I still am in my early days of YouTube. You know, I've only been going 15 months. So, yeah, it depends how you define early days, I suppose. If you're talking about the first few months, I didn't really find anything hard. I was so ready. I'd spent so much. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I tend to have everything in place before I start stuff. And then I'm always looking for what else is wrong. So it's just pulling the trigger, really, for me initially was the hard thing. But once I got all the experience I needed of like making videos and then getting confident talking and deciding to kind of do it in boxing, you know, that was just the main thing for me. But yeah, I had all the considerations I needed in my mind already. And I just tried to enjoy all the process of like learning the things I didn't know so well, you know? And I think you just got to experiment, mate. You know, I think like people, a lot of channels are just really doing the same thing. And I think that you've got to find your own style and your own angle. And you obviously be influenced by other stuff out there, but it's finding your own spin on it, your own take on it. That's what I've tried to do. I've tried to think like, what would I want if I am a boxing fan? So what channel is there not that I would want? And then I tried to do it. You know, I tried to be that thing. So yeah. It's an interesting question though. But what are you finding hard? Maybe I can give you some advice. Jazz Monroe says, Parker points does nothing for Parker. I mean, a win does plenty for Parker. He just needs to win. Wardley's never even been dropped, has he? So I think a wide points win would even be looked upon favorably. He's just got to win. But yeah, you know my pick. I've picked Parker KO rounds 5 to 9. So we'll see what happens. Did I watch Aspinall versus Garn? No, I'm not interested in UFC. I do like Tom Aspinall though, from what I've seen, his interviews and stuff. He seems like a good lad. But no, it's just not really for me, to be honest. But yeah, and also Aspinall's been out the ring for ages, hasn't he? So he was going to be rusty, probably. Not everyone's like a Crawford where you can fight once a year and it's not an issue. Kane Ito, big up, mate. He said, I think AJ's career has been hampered by the early pushing on him. Of course, he was a gold medalist and achieved a hell of a lot, but I think he could have benefited mentally from a slower progression. Yeah, I agree with that, because he's not even an old heavyweight right now. I do agree with that. I don't think the early matchmaking was that. It was great for building him commercially. It made him look $1 million over and over again. But then taking that Charles Martin fight as early as they did and getting that heavyweight title, you know, I just think it meant that he had to fight guys that, well, he dealt with a lot of them, didn't he? But it would have been nice if he could have fought a wider variety of styles before he got the heavyweight title. I think that's the key with Moses, and I'm sure that's what Frank Warren's trying to do with him. You know? Jazz says, I disagree. He can be marketed with a big KO. If this is a simple points win, Parker won't get the money he's on now after. I don't think it really works like that, to be honest. I mean, he'll get the money based on how big the fight is. If he gets a KO win here, yes, it will make people more excited for the fight. But the result of this fight doesn't change the sum of what he's already achieved in his career. So, yeah, but it's a good thing to market him off. I do agree with that. And obviously, it's better. I just don't think he's going to get significantly less money or even less money if he just wins on points. You've got to remember that he's actually in a mandatory position for those belts as well. So it depends how they do it. If they agree a purse split, then great. But otherwise, I think there's like mandatory purse splits. So 202 says, I think AJ's main issue is he has switched too many trainers. They all keep trying to change up his style and rebuild him. He doesn't really progress. Yeah, it would have been good for him to have his own style, wouldn't it? I feel like he did early. His style early on was very much like, you know, maneuver your way around the ring and then go Super Saiyan and take someone out. If you can, if you can't, then he would gas. So yeah, like I felt like he relied on pure like power and athleticism to get a lot of those wins. Certainly the Klitschko one, and the luck that Klitschko wasn't aggressive enough. I thought that Ben Davison had the right idea, building him as a counterpuncher. I really did. There ain't that many really good counterpunching heavyweights, and he's always been a good counterpuncher, AJ. I thought that was the right thing to do. And I think when he was younger and he had more athleticism, more springy legs, I think it would have been even better. But, yeah. Aspinall just quit due to eye poke. What, did he lose? I mean, I'm not interested in UFC, but that would be pretty big. I'm not going to do anything about it, but it's just interesting, isn't it? Draw. Oh, that is brutal. To wait that long to come back and fight and then you have a no contest, that's absolutely terrible. That's rubbish. Hopefully this isn't something like that. That'd be terrible. That would be so bad. Oh, mate. The UFC's in a bit of a crap position at the minute, isn't it? Like, I mean, look, I'm speaking as such a casual fan here. I got no idea about it. But it seems to me there's not as many big events right now, or hasn't been for quite a while. And the fact that Dana's made this move into boxing, on the one hand, you'd say, why not? But on the other hand, you'd say, well, maybe he ain't achieving as much as he has been in recent times. Boxing's been in the ascendancy for a while, I think, when it comes to UFC. But just in case anyone's on the stream wondering if we're going to actually talk about the fights, we will, but I'm going to talk about it when the main event comes. Right now, look, it's harsh, but I'm just sort of half watching this fight. I'm using this as an opportunity to chat with you guys because it's nice. It's nice to be on the live, talking with everyone. Big up Reese Cooper. Yes, Henry, hope you're well, brother. Looking forward to the fight. Not sure what that pointless fight is currently on for. Oh, this current fight. I mean, look, it's important for them, but I don't have any context to it, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Pat Brown would have finished this by now. Chandler Binge says. Maybe. I don't know how good Pat Brown is. You know, everyone's trying to hype him up right now. I need to see a lot more. I didn't watch him as an amateur, so... I think when Matchroom signed him, I went and watched a couple of amateur fights, but... Yeah. Wayne Towers says, Henry, there was nothing really wrong with AJ McCracken. I mean, that's something we could debate for a long time. Ad Ben says, Max Kellerman thinks Dana can save boxing. Max Kellerman thinks a lot of things, mate. Max Kellerman is the biggest company man in boxing right now. He's an absolute joke. Sorry to say it. Some of the stuff I've heard him saying recently is so disappointing. I'm just like, what are you on about? The way he's forcing Turkey and Dana down our necks. It's so clear that he's been paid to peddle an agenda rather than give an objective take. And he's like, you know, he keeps going, oh, I've been saying the ring should be the thing for years. And then he's showing these old clips of him saying how you can only rely on the ring rankings and all this stuff. Yeah, that's great, mate. That's before the ring was owned by completely different people. And anyway, I'm not disagreeing. I think the ring ratings are great. I'm not saying the ring ratings aren't great. It's the unashamed, unanalytical bias towards that potential power structure of Zuffa Boxing taking over, saying how broken boxing is and whatnot. We've just had a great couple of years, and I understand it wasn't sustainable because the Saudis weren't just going to like keep losing money on events. At the same time, I think it's really, and he might look, and ultimately he could be correct, but to present it the way he is, with no analysis, taking no care for the subject, it's just not journalistic. He's a peddler of narratives rather than a broadcast journalist, in my opinion. So I don't like it. Not for me. I also don't agree with most of his takes on the current divisions. Just think they're looking for clickbait to say, really. Disappointing. Corey Bochi, big up. He says, is there a match on right now? Yeah, it's Alderdadge against Lambert, which I'm not scoring. I'm just using this as a chance to chat with you guys. And then we'll score the main event properly. So we got the scorecard ready. That's ready to go. The clock is ready to go. The only thing we've lost is the YouTube chat. And that's because it was causing me some dramas, guys. It was causing me some issues. So, yeah. we had to do away with it. There is actually a feed that I could potentially add, but I'm scared it's going to crash everything again, so I'm just not doing it today. But we will do it again in the future. I'll find a new one. Please do bang a like on the stream as well, guys. I'd appreciate that. Got 64 likes from 277 of you. Plenty of room for improvement there, I feel. Also, guys, I should say while I've got you all here, if you want to chat more boxing outside of these streams, I've got a Discord server, and I also just started a Reddit account as well called Violent Chess, which is going to be a place where people can talk about boxing tactics. That's the idea. Strategy, tactics, all that kind of stuff. That's what I want for it. I want it to be like a more of an analytical sort of place rather than pure fan chat. Because that's the stuff I enjoy, like speculating on and talking about. So yeah, we've got Violent Chess for that. And then if you want to chat more with the community sort of thing, or both, I'm going to do both. The Reddit specifically for tactics and whatnot. The Discord server is to like build that community. There you go. 202's just dropped it in the chat. Good man, 202. I'm gonna pin that if I can. Will it let me? On here it should. Yeah. So I've pinned it there. Fear Assassin says, I'm guessing you the guy named Henry. Sometimes, mate. Depends who's talking to me. Against Karate says, do you bet on boxing? Sometimes. Generally, I kind of forget to do it. I know that sounds like a weird thing to say, but I'm not really in the habit of gambling, so I just don't like really check the odds that often. And also, I suppose I don't really want my picks to be swayed by what the bookies' odds are, so I just try and analyze everything and then make a pick, and yeah. And also, I feel like to get the good odds, I used to do a lot of accumulators. I feel like you need to do like a nice ACCA to get the good odds, but then because it takes me a long time to analyze the fights, by the time I've analyzed one, probably like pretty close to the fight, and then I don't have time to analyze the next one to like make the ACCA, so then you kind of just going on gut feel. If I'd been betting on my tips, I would have made a lot of money, but yeah, I don't know, I could do, but I also feel like it's a bit irresponsible promoting gambling. Like, I'm not saying I won't ever have a gambling sponsor, because I can gamble responsibly, but I also understand there's a lot of people that struggle with it. And yeah, I can gamble for a laugh. I can put an ACCA on. I don't think anything of it because I don't really have that kind of personality. But I also understand that that's why I always put the caveat in my videos as well. I don't want people to go and bet because of what I'm saying. If you want to have a bet and you can do it in a healthy way, no issues, great. But I always put that caveat of I'm making a best guess because I don't want people to take my word as gospel and be like, oh, I could put the house on this. It worries me, especially in the economy we're living in. The temptation to gamble is higher than ever for people to try and get a few extra quid in their bank account, Michael Lynch, big up, mate. Good to see you here. You're thinking Parker to be all over Wardley early. Let's see, folks. Yeah, I mean, he's got to be careful, though, because Wardley will look to counter stuff. And, I actually think Parker should be patient. I said it in my video. I think patience will be the thing for Parker. Come forward, yes. Apply front foot pressure, yes. But like lots of feints, lots of level changes, lots of head movement. Defensively be very astute and look to counter off that Wardley jab. Because the moments will come. What you don't want is for Wardley to be countering you, because he will. You know, his reaction to you throwing is to counter you. That's what he's got the three. If you look at the tactical breakdown I made, I've shown you the setups he does. It's all there. So the comments with that on that were great, by the way. Thanks to everyone who commented on that. It was really nice. Felt like the feedback on that one was particularly strong. Really nice. Also, yes, sorry, I was just saying about the Discord. So the link for that is pinned now. 202 Ultra's pinned it there. He's one of the moderators in the Discord. Great lad. One of the lads who's a big contributor over there. So if you do want to talk boxing outside of this, we've got the Discord server. And then we've got the Reddit page, Violent Chess. Which, yeah, I'm going to grow it. I'm going to grow it. I think Reddit's a great opportunity to build a cool community. I like Reddit a lot. I go on Reddit a fair bit. It's an interesting page. What time is the Parker fight? It should be in about, I reckon, about half an hour. What time is it in the UK now? 10:20. They said 10:30 for the ring walk, didn't they? But it's 10:20 now, so no, it won't be that early. But yeah, I reckon the next half an hour, hopefully. I'm hoping they'll get them out pretty fast after this fight. What do I think of Alan Zhang? I hate it. I don't want Dave Allen to fight Zhang. I want Dave Allen to get paid money to fight Zhang, but I don't want Dave Allen to fight Zhang. I just think that, I mean, Zhang's low output, so he's definitely a more sustainable fight, I suppose, than a Makhmudov was in that sense. But he's technically so much better than Makhmudov. Much better. And he's defensively better than Makhmudov. And I could see Dave getting quite badly hurt by Zhang, which I don't want to see. And I think I'd want to see an improvement on the Makhmudov performance. And look, I got hung out to dry in my reaction to the Makhmudov performance, because I said that I couldn't understand why Dave performed so badly. I look at the attributes he has, and it always seems to be a punch output issue rather than what he actually can do in the ring. You saw in the first round the counter hook he landed, and how when he got on the inside, how open Makhmudov was. And I know people were like, Henry, it's simple, Dave was just worse than him. Because Dave said that after the fight. But then if you go and look at what Dave's saying now, he's now saying, oh, I could have done better. I watched the performance back, I underperformed. But when I said that, everyone thought I was being an idiot. So it's like, you know, just because it came from the horse's mouth, it doesn't mean it's true, because you don't often have the best perspective on yourself. And I don't think Dave has the best perspective on himself sometimes. I think he's much better than he thinks he is. And I do think that it is a punch output problem. So how do you address that? I think it's a mixture of being calm going into the ring, because he said he was so nervous he couldn't even get his breath. So he's obviously got some sort of anxiety issue. And also just being fitter and lighter. Like, he even admitted after the fight he needs to be lighter. And these might just be excuses, but I don't think they are. I think it makes sense. So, yeah, I want to see him I want to see another year of training under his belt where he's, you know, living the life, keeping the weight down, getting fit and staying fit and building that cardio base. It's like people said, there was a great comment on the video where someone said, you know, years and years of, you know, not training properly, you don't build that cellular cardio. That wasn't the comment, but that's the right comment, is that they said basically he didn't have the conditioning because of the years of not training properly. And it's true. You build a base level of cellular cardio that isn't to do with just like high intensity sprints and red zone training, all that kind of stuff. So I think he needs a long period of training, right? And having big output and being about 20 pounds lighter. So yeah, but we'll see. I don't want to see him fight Zhang though. I'd rather see him go back down to British level first. And then if he can do well there and get himself fitter and sort his punch output out, then yeah, I'd be up for it. You know, I'm up for anyone getting any fight. You've got to go through the stages. You can't just get chucked in there, really, unless you're a big prospect that might do well. If the same day from the Matmadov fight got in there and fought Zhang, I don't think it would go too well. Parker needs to get it done promptly, you're saying? Yeah, Zhang hits hard, and he's just technically very, very good. This is the thing about Zhang. People don't realize he's a very bloody good boxer. He's just old and he's not even slow. He's just, well, his feet are slow. Boxing life, big up, mate. Sorry, mate, I stood you up on Saturday night. I was supposed to, I was going to do a live preview show, and I was going to message Jamie and get him on, and then I went out. So sorry about that, mate. So you're saying, Henry, good morning, mate. As we've got closer all week, I feel Wardley might actually do it. I worry for Parker if he does get hurt. Fabio has the engine to go for the finish. Enjoy, everyone. Yeah, I felt that the whole way through, mate, to be fair. I can see how Wardley does it, for sure. And I do think it just depends on what Parker's got left. And I'm not sure. I don't know if he's in the form of his life or if he's been made to look better than he is, because I don't think that the wins he's got are as impressive as everybody thinks they are. So we're going to see. But Fabio Wardley will test him. I don't think this is a foregone conclusion. I think either man can win it. I've picked Parker because I think he's going to outbox him and hurt him. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, mate. I had a few beers. I didn't get too on it. I was a bit ropey this morning. Like nothing crazy, just like, a bit, the grog. And then my laptop was crashing because of software conflicts and stuff. Mr. Lift says, don't think people disagreeing with you. Dude, don't take people disagreeing with you as thinking you're an idiot. I mean, I literally get called an idiot. So it's not me assuming because someone has a differing opinion from me, they think I'm stupid. It's the language that they use when they disagree. I don't have a problem with people disagreeing with me. I don't think you, Mr. Lift, are saying I'm an idiot when you disagree. But yeah, like people are like, oh, it's obvious. And you're like, well, if it's obvious, then I would have got it right. It's obviously not obvious. Megalodon, big up, says Zhang ballooned up after the amateurs. Yeah. He's just old as well, to be fair. Ghetto Genius says, you all right, Henry? I am all right, Ghetto Genius. I'm fine. It was a bit of a stressful start to the day trying to get this stream working, but we're here now. We're out here now. And we're feeling good. Blinky 10 Clip says, Parker's coming heavy. Yeah, I like the weight, actually. I mean, I saw G-Man criticizing him for the weight or suggesting that it might be bad. I don't know. I thought he looked like he was punching pretty bloody hard in that Bakole fight. So I don't know. Let's just see. But like they obviously think that this heavier weight's better, and he's not 267, he's 262 this time, which could just be a natural fluctuation. Big up Fight Sport Talk. I hope you're good, mate. Good to see you in the chat. RW says, Henry, class content as always. Have you been as underwhelmed by this card as I have? No, I'm not underwhelmed because it's exactly what I expected it to be like. Ghetto Genius. I don't agree that G-Man knows nothing. G-Man knows his boxing. But I just the weight of Parker just doesn't concern me at this point. He may go in there and move around real slow. Fight Sport Talk says, surprise Parker is so heavy. He was 247 against Zhang. Yeah, but he was 267 against Bakole, mate. So he's been at this weight for a little while now. I think they like him at this weight. Extra 20 pounds on his punches as well. That means something. Miles Carey, big up, mate. He says, Wardley, spectacular KO in the third. There, I've said it. Bahaha. Go on, Miles. It's interesting how G-Man polarizes opinion so much. I'm not really sure why. I think his takes are pretty fine. Like, I know sometimes he can be a bit critical, but, that's just his opinion. Doesn't mean he's a clown. I feel like as a pundit, you can say one thing and then people will decide everything about you based on that. Like, so for example, Hyro protagonist, tell me why you think G-Man is a clown. Like, what is it he said? Is there one, because I feel it might be, is there one comment he's made in your head that makes you feel that way? I don't know. I feel like the Addy and G-Man podcast is quite a good listen. Like, I don't hate it. I think it's good. Like, I quite like putting it on and having my coffee and that and just listening to the boys talk. It's nice. Appreciate that, Mr. Liff. Yeah, no, mate. Like, that's... yeah, I mean, I'm fine with you not agreeing with me 100%. Like, the whole point of this channel is we analyze all the data and then I give you... And so it's essentially like a mixture of investigative journalism and then my opinion and like a opinion piece. So the way I do it is I present all the information to you, all the topics to you, all that. We analyze it together. I break it all down, and then I give you my opinion on the data. But then obviously there's different opinions you can draw from that data. It's like the breakdown I did of Wardley against Parker. That's how I see it tactically matching up, right? And then you can draw your own conclusions from what I've shown you. But I give you my opinion always, because it would be boring if I didn't. You know? No, I've seen G-Man disagree with Addy before, to be fair. And you're saying clickbait's too much. I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, sometimes, yeah, maybe a bit. But, like, look, G-Man's job... This is the thing about what people say about clickbait, right? The whole point of... a thumbnail and a title is to get people to click. Now, my rule with clickbait is this. I will use clickbait, but only if it's true. So I've had people comment before being like, oh, this is clickbait. And I'm like, well, it's not, because I directly talk about what I've said in the title and in the thumbnail. And I've seen the super chat, by the way, I'll get to it in a sec. But yeah, my rule about clickbait is it's got to be true. You can't have clickbait that misrepresents the content of a video. But as long as you put something appealing and interesting and a little bit controversial, maybe, as long as it reflects what you're talking about, that's okay. You can't just make stuff up, though. Like, that's where I'm off the bandwagon. So with G-Man, what I'm trying to say is maybe he does use clickbait, but I believe he always actually talks to what he's put on his titles and thumbnails and stuff. So if he's got a controversial opinion, that's fine. Let him have his controversial opinion. You might not agree with it, but, you know, I don't think he's doing anything wrong. Okay, RW said, Henry, predictions aside, who do you want to win? Who do I want to win? I don't really do that, mate. I don't really do that. There's only a few times when there's a fight where I'm like, I actually want someone to do it. I think about the narrative and the plot lines and stuff like that and the stories. That sometimes can make me want someone to win a bit more. Like, I did want Crawford to beat Canelo ultimately. Because, well, a lot of it's to do with who you pick as well. Like, because I do so much analysis, you want to have got your analysis right. So that does often indicate, yeah, it's really about me trying to get my analysis correct and that feeling of, oh, I did a good job of analyzing this, you know? So that's probably more what influences when I'm watching a fight now who I'd like to win. But in terms of like a personal thing, there is no like personal agenda really anymore, except for Dave Allen, as I've made clear very many times. 202 Ultra, big up for the super chat, says, rooting for Parker. I want more lip sync call out. Oh, yeah, they're decent, yeah. FCKN3EB says, regardless of merit, who do you think would be stylistically and Arsenal-wise the most challenging fight for Usyk? Atalma, Kawayel, or Parker? Will he dare to face all three of them before retiring? So I don't take Usyk's quotes about not fighting Atalma ever at face value. I think he was talking. I think he was joking because he said that he said he doesn't hit old men or something. I think he was just joking around, so he might do. Anyway, in answer to your question, I definitely think it's Kabayel. I definitely think it's Kabayel, actually. I feel like Usyk would outbox Parker. And Italma has the raw ingredients to beat an Usyk, but he's got years of experience he needs to gain, I think, to be able to box with him for 12. But Italma's he's the only one out of the three of them that might have better foot speed. And that means a lot. That counts for a lot. So yeah, that's interesting. Italma or Caballero, I think, would have the best chance, which I know sounds a bit mad. Italma, you know, having a better chance than Parker, but it's just the way I see it stylistically, you know. As you say, that was the question. Fair enough on that comment, malnourished Matty. You guys can read that, but yeah, okay, fine. That is not right. Like I said, with clickbait, if it misrepresents what you're doing, then that's a problem. If it doesn't, then I've got no problem with it. That's my basic rule about clickbait. I'm not doing a poll on G-Man's content. Anyway, let's move on from G-Man. I like G-Man. I think G-Man's got a good channel. I think he works very hard on his channel. And he sometimes is a bit controversial, and that's fine. That is it. Ghetto Genius to stop putting Moses' name with Usyk, FFS. Yeah, I mean, it's one of them where it's like, he hasn't earned it in terms of his in-the-ring achievements, but his style is making people excited. And honestly, I will not be surprised if the Saudis decide to chuck him in with him, pay big money, and try and get him to beat Usyk. And if he can, then great. And if he can't, then so be it. And you still grow. It'll still be a massive fight. You could promote the hell out of Italma versus Usyk. Really, you know, I really think they could promote the hell out of that. Right, this is done. So now we're going to reveal the clock and the scorecard. So they're ready. 202 says, can I force you to agree to fight stream Ortiz versus Lubin? It's already in the diary, 202. Don't you bloody worry about that, mate. I will be live streaming that one. And I'll fix the issues I've been having for that as well. But yeah, no, I will be live streaming that one. I want to watch Ortiz Lubin. I'm not as high on Ortiz as you are. It's not that I don't think Ortiz is good. I just don't think he's as good as he's been made out to be. But yeah, and I've not watched much Lubin, so yeah, I'm excited to watch it, actually. Might even do some videos for it. Right, they'll be getting Wardley Clark in the ring quickly, I reckon. By the way, I've woken up this morning and Chelsea lost to Sunderland. What the hell? That is atrocious. Oh, being a Chelsea fan ain't like the old days, I'll tell you. Yeah. Also, I'm playing the new Football Manager now. I don't know if anyone else here is playing it. I'm seriously tempted to start a Football Manager streaming channel. It's the only other thing I really like enjoy consistently. I've been playing since Championship Manager 2004. I think I've maybe missed one edition in that time. So yeah, I'm a massive Football Manager guy. What do I make of the £154 division as a whole? Asks Obed9508. Yeah, I know Dave Allen, mate. This is one of the reasons I love Dave Allen. I've got such an affinity with Dave Allen. There's so many things that he enjoys. I'm a big Pokemon guy as well. Big Football Manager fan. Isn't it improvement on the last FM? It is. The match experience is another level. Like, the actual simulation is absolutely awesome. Like, it's so good to watch. You actually want to slow it down now and watch it properly. It's great. However, the UI, the user interface, like all the other inboxes, it's an absolute shit show. It's so bad. It's just a mess. It's so fiddly. They've got so many bloody tactical options now, which I love. I love the fact there's so many tactical options. Like, now you have 2 tactic screens, one for in possession and one for out of possession, which is awesome. There's so much flexibility. But the UI is horrible. And yeah, hopefully some geniuses will make some skins for it that will improve it. But right now it's pretty messy. But yeah, the match experience is great, and hopefully they'll upgrade the rest of it over time. All right, main event time. Let's see what they're getting warm still. All right, time to get your predictions in. Let's do a quick poll. Parker, Wardley. Who wins? There's 384 of you. I'd love it if you could all bang a vote on that poll to see where the audience is sitting for this. Also, please bang a like on the stream as well, guys, while we're at it. And if you want to watch along, if you want to sync up with me, I'll have a clock in the corner. You can see it now. So if you want to sync your stream with me, great. If you want to buy the fight, I've got a link for DAZN in the description. I think this is going to be a great fight, regardless of the other fights on the card. So, yeah, let's watch it all together if you want to. If not, then no worries. I'll commentate it for you the best I can. I'm going to put my Parker vote in. Crap. Who's your FM save currently? I didn't say, actually. I've started with Chelsea. I always start with Chelsea, but like what I always enjoy doing is I love starting a save game with a smaller club and then building them into a massive club. I always do that. I usually spend like my FM 24 save. I think I played like 20 seasons or something. And I did like 10 years at Chelsea. I built them into a dynasty. And then I went to, where was I? I think I was at AC Milan. I like to bounce around the continent, you know, win some different leagues. Before Corners Boxing, you were asking before, you were saying before you're finding some things challenging about YouTube. What are you finding challenging about YouTube? Ghetto Junior says, Hooney already exposed Wardley. It's a wrap. I'll be honest with you, mate. A lot of people are not saying this, but Hooney does stuff that Parker doesn't do as well. And one of those things is his movement and speed, and it's horrible for Wardley to deal with. I do believe that that Parker is way more hittable. So doesn't mean, and look, that's not necessarily a good thing because Parker also punches so much harder. His chin is so much better. He's way more experienced. But Hooney is actually a difficult style. He will win rounds against anyone. Ultimate Nerd says, G'day, Henry, rooting for my man Parker. Yep. Good for you, mate. Fear Assassin says, Parker within 7 rounds. Nitin Thilligan 966 says, why are you so good at this? Did you box in the amateurs? Thank you. That's a nice compliment. I'm good at this because I've never boxed amateur or professional. I train, and I study. I just study. I'm a big fan of the sport, or I was a big fan of the sport. Now I'm kind of a self-branded analyst, I suppose, because what else would you call me? I'm not really sure. I wouldn't know what else to refer to myself as. I suppose I suppose I am. I analyze boxing, so I'm an analyst. And then you can decide how good I am at it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the way my brain works, I guess. And you know, I've spent a long time watching a lot of boxing, and then trying to understand what's going on. I just try to really. I try to not have any personal agenda or emotion involved in any of the things that I'm looking at. I try to just look at the facts. Because I think the big thing in boxing is so many people just make assumptions about what certain fighters can or cannot do. And everything's contextual. And especially in boxing, you know, every scenario is different and got its own set of contexts and information. So Yusuf Danoon says, sup, Henry, first time in your stream. Big up, mate. But yeah, I don't know. I think I am pretty good at this, but I couldn't really tell you why. I think it's just because I just think about things a certain way. It's a mixture of life experiences and skills that I have and my interest in boxing. It's manifesting in my interest in boxing. That's what I would describe it as, basically. I'm starving. I wish I'd eaten breakfast before this. All right, let's have a look at the poll. We'll run it for a few more minutes. 202 votes. 85% of you think Parker. Look, I can understand that as well, because obviously I predicted Parker on my channel. So more of you are going to probably go for Parker. 202, thank you very much for the super, mate. Can you explain white boller coxing? Can you explain white collar boxing to a yank? To a septic tank. Sorry, that's rude. Just a bit of Cockney rhyme and slang. White collar boxing is not amateur boxing or professional boxing. It is where people who are professionals in other things, like accountants and lawyers and recruitment consultants and stuff like that, decide, I want to have a crack at this boxing thing. And so an independent organization will lay on a fight card and they will make their own rules up. And you could be fighting someone who's 20 pounds heavier than you, or you could fight someone who's wearing 14-ounce gloves. There probably has 15-ounce gloves out there as well. And yeah, you get randomly matched and you will have a scrap and you do like a 6-week training camp. I'm not a massive fan of it, to be honest. I worry about it, but it's too unmoderated for me. But at the same time, it's got its place. Bollocoxing. That's what they should call white collar boxing, bollocoxing. Oh, Thomas, thank you for the super chat, mate. If you've got a question, then feel free to fire that in as well. And I'll get to you when I see it. Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate all the super chats, big time, guys, because it really helps to fund what I'm doing. I ain't making enough money for this to be my full time, but that is the ultimate goal. $476 of you in the chat. That's brilliant. Big up, everyone. Actually, 500 of you. Oh, and we've got a new member. Nitin Thilligan 966. Welcome to squad tier, brother. All right, so Four Corners says, I'm going to answer your question, mate, before I miss it. YouTube is pretty alien to you at the moment, and you're learning on the job. Yeah, I was the same, bro. You're finding the click-through rate the most difficult thing to crack so far. You've had good impressions, but not many clicks. Yet felt your clicks and thumbnails have been decent enough. Well, I don't know what your thumbnail... Let me have a quick look at your channel. Let me look at your thumbnails. I would not click your thumbnails. I'm going to be really honest with you. To be fair, some of them are actually like thumbnails that other channels would do well with. Yeah, they're not terrible, mate. I mean, look, I can only give you my personal opinion. I personally wouldn't click these because they could be like AI generated. And you know, like a lot of channels do this style. I think I'd make the fighters a bit bigger. Consider putting your own face on as well. I don't know what you look like. I don't know what you look like. I don't know if it would help or hinder, but people then know it's not an AI channel though, so that helps. Yeah, some of them are decent. Just be consistent with it, mate. There's also a lot of boxing channels. The other thing you need to consider is the average view duration. So if people aren't watching much of the video, then it won't get pushed as much. It's difficult, mate. You're in a space where there's competition, so yeah, try and find your own style is what I'd say. They're not bad thumbnails, but try and find your own style. Mess around with it. Something you can do is drop them into ChatGPT and ask it for feedback. I consider doing that. But yeah, they need to be recognizable as your channel for the people that do watch you. That's the thing with me. I've got the same color scheme. My colors are identifiable. My font's identifiable. The actual style of my thumbnail is a bit different from others, so it's identifiable. So yeah, create a style. And then just like refine it over time, tweak it. No, I mean like not AI thumbnails, bro. I mean the AI, people will think that the video is AI. There's so many of those dodgy AI channels now. I started on YouTube 15 months ago, mate. Jolar283. How long until ring walk? It'll be really soon, mate. A few minutes, I reckon. Fight's coming up now, so I'm going to get my things ready. So the clock is ready to go. The scorecard is ready to go. All right. They're about to walk to the ring. Wardley is in the tunnel. Or is that Parker in the tunnel? Is Parker ring walking first? Parker's walking first. It's interesting. Well, Parker was the A side. Right, I'm going to end the poll in about 30 seconds to get your votes in quickly if you want to vote on the outcome of the fight. The fighters are about to ring walk, so we're getting ready. Ghetto Genius says, Henry taking over, no doubt. Mate, we're trying to get there. We just need more big events, I think. Patrick says, Vincent Joseph got the best boxing YouTube channel. I don't actually know who that is. Let me have a look. Do I recognize that name? Vincent Joseph. Oh, Board Film. Yeah, I have seen that before. Yeah, they're cool, man. But it's not boxing, though. He does all stuff. It's just been part of the negotiation, probably, because there's no belt on the line. Or no, like, world title. Parker walking to the ring now. Right, let's get this poll closed. And from 360 votes, Parker's on 82%, which is a pretty wide majority. Take my medication, actually. 1 second, guys. I'm just going to grab my medication. 1 sec. Oh. All right. This is exciting. I'm really looking forward to this fight. I've thought about it so much, and that's the thing. I sit with these fights for so long and study them so much that you know, by the time you get to it, you just want to see what it looks like and see if it looks like how you thought it would, you know? All right. My final prediction, I've gone for Parker KO rounds 5 to 9. I mean, KO in general. Parker points is also a good pick. Wardley KO is a good pick too. I can't see Wardley on points. But yeah. Alf Shill, big up. Hope you're good, mate. Oh, that's sick. I didn't realize Parker came into Scribe. Do you remember that song? Like this. How many dudes you know roll like this? I used to listen to that all the time. Not many, if any. What a song. That's the most Kiwi song ever. I love it. Right, Wardley's ring walking now. Handsome Man says, I speak well with my English accent. Thank you very much. What's the medication for? I have an autoimmune disease that I have to manage, and I just take it every day. Just keeps my body in check. It was a bit of an issue for a couple of years, but, you know, I've been living with it for 8 years now, so used to it. Yeah, Scribe's the artist. I think it's called Not Many. Great song. Such a great song. It reminds me of being like 16 so much. There's some serious lore to that song. All right, Fabio walking to the ring. Guys, if you do want to get the fight and watch it along with me, the link is in the description. What autoimmune disease I have? I have ulcerative colitis. It's pretty nasty, but it's under control. I've had it under control for a long time, so took a lot of work, but we got there in the end. I'm not based in Scotland, Jeremy. I grew up in Scotland, but I live in Australia now. Handsome Man says you are a talented English speaker. I mean, if I wasn't, I'd be screwed because I can't speak any other languages. So, yeah. All right, I'm excited for this. I really am. Link is in the description, guys, if you want to buy the fight. And then we can sync up with my commentary. Or just listen to me. Either way, I'm excited for this. We are. The world. The interim. Yep, we're both in Oz, mate. Pro Liberate says, thanks to the channel. I usually just tune into highlights afterwards. Thank you for being here, mate. I'm grateful for the channel more than you are. I promise you. I love this channel. It's my pride and joy. My dream, I'm going to reiterate this dream while there's 500,000, why am I saying 500,000? While there's 540 viewers in here, is that my goal is to make this full time. You know, this is what I want. I'm not doing this to become a pundit. I'm doing this to be a YouTuber. I really enjoy doing YouTube. But I would also like to work as a pundit because it will help grow it. But this is the ultimate goal. Is this channel? I know some guys are doing it to be a pundit, you know? Like, you look at Ade's trajectory, he's ended up he's like a full-time pundit now. He's always said the YouTube channel is the most important thing, to be fair. But yeah, for me, this is the goal. The channel is the goal. I don't know if boxing's big enough for that to become a reality. But then you look at, like, Showbiz, and you look at Wade and Proper, and they're all full-time. So it's definitely doable. But for the style of videos I do, I think I do need big fights, and that's kind of the problem. Appreciate the compliments, Handsome Man. It's getting a bit much, but I do appreciate the kind words. Is it Howard Foster? Ah, this could be interesting. Oh yeah, Hatman's great, but I don't think he's full time. I don't think he does enough views to be full time. He's got enough subscribers, but he's got big subscribers because he's been around a really long time. So the pic behind me is that is Mike Tyson wearing a Scotland football shirt. It's the ultimate what's the word? Metaphor for my life and interests. So yeah, I am English, but I grew up in Scotland. I love boxing. Mike Tyson in a Scotland football shirt makes no sense, so it's just the best picture ever. I love it. All right, here we go. Scotty Skipping, big up, mate. I hope you haven't wasted your money. I think this main event could be worth it. I really do. You know, I know Parker's 264 or whatever he is, 262. But I think he looks really good. He doesn't look fat. He looks powerful. I'm very, very intrigued. I'm very intrigued. I can't wait to see if Wardley's able to get off any of his setups. I'm excited to see if he's added any new ingredients. I'm not putting any sound in, John. Don't want to get my stream taken down. But I'm really excited to see if Wardley can get off any of his setups on Parker. Parker looks locked in, man. He looks so confident. He looks mean. He looks so menacing, Chandler, doesn't he? But I'm excited to see if Wardley can get any of his setups off. I'm excited to see how Parker boxes him. And we're going to see how Wardley does against a guy who is a bona fide top 5 heavyweight in the world. Here we go. All right. Getting my clock ready. Freaking hate for those of you that come on these streams, you'll know. Oh, I got that little nervy feeling I get before a fight starts now. Here we go, people. I'm excited. All right, they've touched gloves. Here we go. Round 1 coming up. Don't worry, Ethan, I always commentate everything. I'll be scoring it. I'll be telling you, I'll be calling it blow by blow. Seconds out. And we're underway. All right. Parker takes the center of the ring. Wardley jabs and Parker takes a little half step back. Nothing landing yet. Parker holding his feet. Wardley goes to throw a right hand. Oh, Wardley with a nice sharp jab on Parker there. First scoring shot. Parker comes back with his own jab. Oh, counter jab from Parker. Really quick there. That was a beautiful counter jab. Instantly doing what I suggested, countering off Wardley's jab. I think that is the key here to counter off Wardley's work. Double jab from Parker. And Wardley does that dip to the right instantly that he does. That little tendency is still there. Another jab from Parker lands. I think Parker needs to be patient. He's got to be... and then he jabs, and then he's got to be careful with that jab to the head because Wardley pulled back there. Jab to the body there from Fabio Wardley. Both men holding their feet here so far. But looking sharp to get away from the jabs as well. It is a patient start from both men. It's Tanta... Oh, right hand from Wardley. Parker just blocks it with his shoulder. Takes a little half step back. Wardley with another jab to the body. Double jab to the body from Joseph Parker. Backs Wardley up. That's what he's got to do. He's got to start low the way that Hooney did. Another jab from Wardley. Full short. Body jab from Parker. The body jab is there. And it was there with the Hooney fight. And you can see straight away he's getting down there. Little right hand to the body there lands from Wardley. Wardley with a jab to the head. Misses. Double jab. Triple jab. 4 jabs from Parker. And he finished with a left hook to the head there. That was lovely. That was very nice. Jab from Wardley there. Just misses. Jab from Parker lands. And that's the thing with Wardley. He's on the line. And his head is there. And it always will be. Jab to the body from Wardley. It's a close opening with a minute and a half gone in the round. Double jab from Parker. The double jab is a lovely tool here for Joseph Parker. 1-2 from Wardley misses. Body jab from Wardley lands. Right hand to the body from Wardley just misses. Double jab from Parker. Wardley tried to counter with a left hook there. I think he half caught him. It's a close opening round. A minute to go. It's anyone's round right now. If someone can land something hard, they can take the round here. Right into the body from Wardley lands. Jab from Parker lands. Right into the body again lands from Wardley. Another jab to the body lands from Wardley. Wardley misses with a jab to the head. Parker's putting on some front foot pressure here, which is something I like to see. He's not throwing too much. He wants to draw Wardley's work and then counter, I think. Wardley misses a 1-2. Parker just takes a half step back. Double jab from Parker. He finishes with the left hook. It's nice the way he's moving around there, but he didn't quite land the left hook. 30 seconds to go. Wardley misses the jab. Parker came back with a right hook in the clinch and sort of caught him around the back of the head. Is his nose bleeding already, is it? We knew that was going to open up. Oh, right hand from Parker lands. Left hook lands from Parker. 15 seconds to go in the round. I think that might be enough to take the round for me with those big shots. They were significant. Oh, counter right hand from Wardley lands. Oh, right hand from Parker at the end of the round there lands clean on the side of Wardley's head. And Wardley's hurt. He's on the ropes. And Parker's nearly knocked him down. And the bell goes. Parker looked good there at the end of the round. Right, I'm going to give that round to Parker. I thought Wardley landed more shots, but I thought that Parker landed the more significant shots. So it's a Parker round. And that final flurry there was good. What did you guys score that round? I can understand why you give it to Wardley because I do think he landed more jabs. I think Wardley was rocked. He ended up on the ropes. Parker looked like he'd really hurt him there. How's everyone scoring that round? I thought Parker boxed lovely there. I think he boxed great. He's got to be really careful when he throws the single jab because that's what Wardley counters off. But I like that he was starting to the body. I love that double jab and then finishing with the left hook as Wardley went on the turn. I thought that was brilliant. Really good. The double jab's a great tool as well because it's harder to counter a double jab. Oh, clock. Round 2's underway. I'm slightly behind on my clock, but my stream is not behind. 2:55 in round 2, so I'm a few seconds off. Body jab from Wardley again. The Davison fighter is always trying to establish that body jab. Misses the right hand. He's getting more active here, Wardley, but yeah, he does. As Barry Jones just said in commentary, he fires when he's in trouble. It's true. He fires when he's hurt you or when he's in trouble, and he looks under threat here. Body jab from Parker. Lovely. Lead hook from Parker lands to the chest. Right hook to the body from Wardley just misses. Jab to the body lands from Wardley. Parker's being very patient. Jab to the head from Parker lands. And another jab to the head from Parker lands. He's doing a good job, Parker. Oh, counter right hand lands for Parker as well. Pull counter from Parker. Lovely. He's making Wardley lead off. This is what I'm saying. You've got to be patient with Wardley. Let him throw. Jab to the body from Wardley lands. Another jab from Wardley lands to the body. Body jab lands from Parker. Oh, right hook to the head lands from Parker. The counter hook. Again, he's waiting for Wardley to throw, and Wardley's so open when he throws. Right hand from Parker. Wardley's on the ropes, and he clinches. Oh, right hand from Wardley lands, and Parker looks hurt now. Parker's on the ropes. Oh, uppercut from Wardley hurt Parker there as well. Parker was definitely hurt by that. He dips under Wardley's right hand. I missed the setup there. I didn't see how Wardley landed that. This is a proper heavyweight fight. There's danger for both men. Wardley can definitely punch, man. Right hand from Parker lands there over the top. Damn, that's a crazy. Wardley lands another right hand on Parker. Parker's going down, guys. I'm telling you. Oh, another right hand from Wardley. He's really hurt Parker. Parker's on the ropes here. Oh, and he's really hurt. He's dropped him. No, he hasn't. He's still up on his feet, but he's getting hurt here, Parker. He's rolling with the shots. He needs to land a big counter because Wardley's really hurting him. Another uppercut from Wardley lands. And a left hook. And Parker looks really stressed. He's rolling with the shots, but damn, he does look hurt. And Wardley lands another right hand to the side of his head, but Parker is taking the sting off a lot of these. Parker's rubbing his face. I think he's cut. 35 seconds to go in the round. This is a massive round for Fabio Wardley. The gum shield's come out from Parker. He's bought himself a bit of time here, a bit of experience, but Parker's really hurt. They're taking their time putting the gum shield back in, but Wardley's really hurt him. And Parker looks wobbly, I'm telling you. Bloody hell. Parker's got to get back to his boxing here. Just patient. Use your jab, but he's definitely hurt. Another right hand lands from Wardley. I think Parker's legs have gone. He needs to clinch him here. He needs to just go on the back foot and move around and clinch him. Oh, little counter up, left uppercut. Oh, another right hand. Oh, Wardley counters again. So he needs to not lead off so much. I didn't see how Wardley landed the right hand, but I want to see the replay. Damn, Parker was really hurt there. Another right hand over the top from Wardley just misses. He's not seeing the shots coming as well now, Parker. Double jab and he clinches. Yeah, Parker looks really hurt. I need to see that right hand again. I don't know how he landed it. It's 1-1 for sure, but I want to see the replay. Wow, let's see how Parker recovers from that. But Wardley could have him here. Yeah, the Wardley corner's fuming about the gum shield because he took ages putting it back in. Let's have a look. So he stepped in with a jab. Nothing there. Parker dipped to his left. How did he land the right hand? Let's see. He feinted through the left. Parker landed the counter right hand. This still isn't it. Right, Wardley threw a jab. They're not showing the first right hand. That's very frustrating. On the inside, he was landing uppercuts. They're not dirty tactics. They're clever tactics. All right, it didn't show the right hand that he initially landed to get that all going. So, frustrating. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but... Round 3's underway. Let's see if Parker's got his legs back here or not. He needs to just box him here. He needs to just make himself safe. But Wardley's going to go for him. He's got to let Wardley lead off and counter him. Jab to the body from Wardley lands. Another jab from Parker just misses. He dips under Wardley's right hand there. That was good head movement from Parker. Parker steps it. He's got to, yeah, he's rushing his work here, Parker. Oh, counter right hand from Parker lands. He got his head off the line and landed it. When he leads off, he's got to do that. He's got to get his head off the line. Jab from Parker lands. Counter right hand from Wardley misses. He threw the pull counter there and Parker just got under it. Jab and then he dipped down. I think that's why the uppercut was working for Wardley because Parker is dipping down to get under Wardley's counter shots. Jab lands for Wardley to the head. Jab lands for Parker to the head. Yeah, Parker needs to just take his time and get his legs back. Oh, another right hand from Wardley, but he just missed it there. Parker dipped under it again. And for me, Parker's in the pocket a bit too much. And I said this, he can sit in front of his man. And he kind of is doing that with Wardley here. He doesn't need to be doing this. He needs to use a bit more lateral movement. This is better. He's moving a bit more laterally now and jabbing. That's what he needs to do. Oh, and then Wardley throws the 1-2, which Parker dips under. But he's getting set up for this uppercut here. If he's not careful, because he's dipping down. If Wardley throws the jab uppercut, that is a shot that's on right now. If he can disguise it. Parker steps in and Wardley just takes a step back. Oh, counter right hand over the top of Wardley's jab there. And this is what Parker needs to do a bit more. Just draw that jab. Oh, right hand to the body lands from Wardley. That was a lovely shot. Another jab to the body lands from Wardley. So Wardley round right now with a minute to go in it. Minute and 9 seconds. I think Parker is trying to get his wits back in this round. Jab to the body there from Wardley. Oh, right hand to the body from Wardley. The counter shot just missed. He's hurt him to the body there. Parker looks hurt, man. Nice jab there from Parker lands. Counter jab. Double jab from Parker. Triple jab from Parker. I think one of those landed. Oh, left hook, right hand. Wardley's hurt. Parker landed a good shot there. Then they clinch. There's a bit more lunging from Parker there. He's got to be careful with that because he could get timed. Yeah. Wardley just landed a... Apparently Wardley landed a big right hand to the head. I thought it was to the body. Right hand from Wardley blocked. Jab for the body from Wardley. Wardley just looks ready to detonate, doesn't he? He's doing a really good job of just staying on the line. Like, when I say the line, I mean the line of danger. Not on the line in terms of the headline. Right hand from Parker misses. Don't lead off with that right hand, though, Joe. You've got to be careful. Did get his head off the line, so it's safer. That's 2-1 Wardley. Yeah, that is 2-1 Wardley for me. It's an intense pace, I have to say. I could definitely see a knock. I don't see this going the distance. Parker's just playing his game too much right now. He's sitting in front of him too much. Oh. They're talking about that Wardley right hand. I knew it didn't land. They were saying how did Parker stay on his feet because it missed his chin, that's why. I'd love to hear what Andy Lee's saying right now. I think he's saying compose yourself. Round 4 coming up. Round 4 underway. Let's see if Parker's got his legs back. See if he's got his sharpness back. It's a great fight so far. Really, really close, competitive fight. They've both got the power and the potential to hurt each other. Both jabbing and missing so far in the round. Nothing landed yet. Yeah, Joe needs to level change more as well, I think. He's staying a bit too tall for me. Wardley's actually doing a good job of level changing. He's jabbing and he's dipping down. Jab from Wardley just misses there. Another jab from Wardley just misses. Double jab left hook from Parker just misses. Jabs from Wardley blocked. Another jab from Wardley blocked. He's quite active with the jab. It right up to the body is a lovely shot there from Wardley. Boxing a really disciplined game plan here. This is when people criticize Ben Davison, but Wardley is boxing a very, very good game plan. Body jab from Parker. Jab from Parker lands. Second one misses. Jabs missed from Parker, Wardley there. Now, a right hook to the body lands for Parker. It's a very close round this, with half of it gone. Wardley misses the 1-2. Right hook to the body lands for Wardley again. That right hook to the body is a money shot for him right now. It's landing every time. Jab from Parker lands. Parker needs to lead off more, but he's got to do it with level changes. Lead off to the body. That is where Wardley can be hit because he's always got his hands low and he's always looking to pull his head back. Counter right hand from Parker just misses. Wardley just pulled away from it. Another body jab landed for Wardley just before that. Right hook from Parker on the inside. Oh, he's sitting around the back of the head a little bit there, I think. Left hook, right hand. Parker's got him on the ropes now. Wardley's looking to counter. Wardley's rolling with the shots. He lands a counter right hand to the body. That was a good counter shot from Wardley. Hooks from Wardley, just missed. Parker's blocked all that. And now he's on the inside. He's ready to throw Parker. Right hook from Parker lands to the side of the head. Uppercut lands for Wardley. Wardley's doing a good job countering on the ropes, but Parker wants him there. He's very dangerous off the ropes, Wardley. He's really throwing hard when he's in that position. Parker's got to double jab his way into the ropes and make him move. He's got to maneuver him. He needs to make Wardley dip down to his right. That's what Hooney was doing. He was creating those predictable movements. Jab from Parker. Misses the follow-up right hand. It's a really close round, this. I've got Wardley slightly ahead right now for 20 seconds to go because of those hooks to the body. Jab from Wardley lands. Wardley misses a 1-2. Then they clinch, and that'll be the end of the round, I think. Yeah, I'm going to give that round to Wardley as well. They both look tired. Most people were giving it 2-2, but I thought Wardley won that round. I thought he landed more clean punches. He was whipping that right hook to the body. And then when they were on the ropes, they landed a similar amount of clean shots. So yeah, Wardley gets that round for me. Round 5 coming up. Excellent heavyweight fight. Thank you, Ethan. Appreciate it, mate. I do my best. Training with Rennie's got it 3-1 Parker. Fair play. I mean, I suppose the rounds haven't been runaways from Wardley, but I did think he won those rounds. I was pretty happy to give them to. Wasn't questioning myself too much, you know. All right. Round 5. And we're underway. Let's see what happens. Body jab from Wardley. So I predicted round 5 to 9 for the stoppage for Parker. So let's see if he can do it in these rounds. I think someone's getting the knockout in 5 to 9. Jab to the head there, lands for Parker. Parker looks a bit too slow on his feet here, I have to say. He's struggling to close the gap. Oh, Wardley goes wild again, and he throws a few shots. I think the left hook landed. Body jab again from Wardley. Jab to the head from Parker lands. Follows up with that left hook, and that combination's money for him. Steps in with the left hook on the ropes and does land it. Wardley clinches. Yeah, man, Hooney isn't the same as Parker. I was trying to say this before. Hooney does certain things. Oh, uppercuts to the body there. Oh, big right hand from Parker. Hits him on the chin. Wardley's ready to counter, though. He's got to jab his way in. Uppercut to the body lands for Wardley. Parker's not jabbing his way in. He's stepping in. He needs to jab to the body, get his head off the line. I didn't see a low blow from Parker there, Robert. I didn't even see him go to the body, to be fair. Oh, no, I did. The right hook to the body. I thought that was fine. But I need to see it again. Maybe you're right. Body jab lands for Parker there. Parker's output is low here. It's too low. And I said be patient, yes, but also you need to lead off. And I think, you know, the level changes are something Parker's not been doing enough that Hooney did very well. Jab from Parker there. Minutes ago in the round. Oh, counter right. Just clipped Parker there, but it wasn't enough on it. Oh, 1-2 from Parker lands. And another right hand. He's hurt him a little bit there. Wardley backs up to the ropes, and again, he's looking to counter off the ropes. Parker's worried about stepping in. He throws a right hand, Parker. Oh, nice. Right hook on the inside from Parker. I don't like how Parker led off with that right hand there, though. He's got to be careful with that. Wardley could time that with his shot, the one he landed on Hooney. He's got to be careful leading off that right hand. You know, you've got to get it off the line if you're doing it. I felt like he was a bit too tall there. Body jab from Wardley. I got Parker winning this round right now. Oh, nice jab from Parker lands. 30 seconds to go in the round. I've got Parker winning the round right now. Jab to the body lands from Parker. 2 jabs from Wardley. All miss, and then the uppercut misses as well. Parker just pulled his head back. 20 seconds to go in the round. I feel like there's going to be a flurry from someone before the end of this round. Jab from Wardley lands to the head. It was a nice jab. Powerful. Counter right hand over the top from Parker. Just misses. Wardley moving around in circles here, laterally. Jab from Wardley. He's doing a good job actually escaping the work. Just turning on the spot there, Wardley. Staying in the pocket. And that's the round. I'm giving that round to Joe Parker. I like Joe Parker that round. I thought he boxed much better there. Much, much better. People saying 3-2. Who have you got at 3-2 for? I think Davison's saying that Wardley's giving him too much time and respect. Yeah, Wardley's breathing very hard. They've got ice on his eye. It's a great heavyweight fight. I thought it would be a good fight. I have to say, you heard me say in my prediction video, I didn't think this was a foregone conclusion, and it's definitely not. It's a good fight. There's a really good right hand Parker land on the ropes there to the head of Wardley. Round 6 coming up. Round 6. Underway. Let's see what we got here. My clock is in perfect sync. That is very satisfying to me. Anyway, sorry. My simple pleasures, guys. Body jab from Wardley. Body jab. Head jab to the head there from Wardley. He's being more active with the jab. I think Ben just said to me, you're being too inactive. You're waiting too long. Parker isn't as good at countering as Hooney is what I'm learning so far about this fight. Because Wardley's getting his work off quite comfortably, and there's not a lot coming back when he does. Parker needs to jab as Wardley jabs. Get his head off the line. There we go. Body jab from Parker. That's what I want to see. He needs to go in lower. Start low, end high. See, lead right hand there from Parker. I don't like that. Wardley just takes a step back. Parker steps in there, and then Wardley clinches. Clever from Wardley clinching there. Yeah, Hooney's rapid, man. He's a quick fighter. Not great chin, not great power, but very fast. Very good boxer. Right hand from Wardley just misses. And defensively as well, Hooney's actually very, very good defensively. He neutralized everything Wardley did when he let off. Double jab from Parker there. Head then body. That was nice. Another jab from Parker lands. Double jab from Parker misses. He finished one over the top there. Jab to the head from Wardley. Close round this one so far. Not a lot happening. Double jab from Parker. Then a left hook. That was nice. That probably edges Parker ahead from me in the round. Oh, 1-2 from Parker. That was a big right hand, and he's got him on the ropes now. Right hand over the top just misses, and Wardley clinches. He hurt him there. That was a good right hand. Wardley's chin is good, though. He's very tough. He's very, very tough. I tell you, Parker punches a fair bit harder than the other guys he's been with. Counter right hand from Parker just missed there. Wardley lands his own right hand on the inside. Jab from Parker. Jab from Wardley misses. I don't like how Parker looks a bit lethargic. You know, he doesn't look as sharp as early, obviously. But, oh, 1-2 from Parker lands. Wardley landed a shot. Parker came back with his own 1-2. Another right hand lands from Parker there. The 2 is starting to land for Parker a lot. By 2, I mean the right hand, the straight right to the head. I don't like how long Joseph's waiting right now, but that's okay. There we go. And I said he should be patient, so that's fine, but he's just not countering super effectively. Definitely a Parker round this one for me. Couple of big right hands landed. I think Wardley landed a good right hand. Yeah, that's a Parker round for me. So I got it a draw after 6 rounds. Parker feet do look a lot slower, Reese. I agree with that. Round 7 coming up. Oh, it was an uppercut from Wardley. It didn't land clean, that's why. I hit the chest first. Red pepper, green tomatoes got 5-1 Parker. I definitely can't see that. Wardley's won rounds, man. You can't say he hasn't. To give 1 round to Wardley's harsh. Round 7. Underway. In the middle of the ring, both jabbing. Hook from Wardley. Misses. No one landing anything clean just yet. Double jab from Parker, finishing with the left hook. Anticipating that right dip. Oh, right hook to the side of the head of Wardley, but then he lands a counter right hook to Parker's body. Parker's on the ropes. It's clearly hurt him. Wardley lands a 1-2 and then an uppercut. That definitely hurt Parker there. He looks vulnerable, Parker, you know. When he gets hit, he is hurt. Big right hand from Wardley misses. Parker just dips under it. And Wardley, clearly the bigger puncher of the two, you know. Clearly the tougher of the two. That's what I said. I think Wardley's got world-class power and world-class toughness. I said it in one of my videos. Jab lands for Parker there. Jab from Parker lands. Body jab from Parker, then a right hand. Wardley just rolls all of it. That was actually good defense from Wardley. Falling backwards, he's just twisting with the shots. It was good. Oh, right hand from Wardley over the top. That was nice. He feinted the left hand and followed in with the right hand. I'm sniffing only for the reason that I have a slightly runny nose, friend. Oh, counter right hand from Wardley. That was a big shot from Parker, sorry. Massive shot. Massive shot from Parker there. Sorry, I don't know why I said Wardley. Yeah, Wardley's nose hasn't opened yet, too, so you're right. That's surprising. Apologies for the sniffing. I'll try not to do that. It's horrible. Oh, counter right hand from Wardley lands over the top. Or maybe it just missed it. It looked like it landed. It was a good right hand from Parker, but he's struggling to put sustained work together. And I have to say that when he follows him in, he's kind of smothering his work a little bit. You know, he's getting a bit too close to Wardley and letting him clinch. He needs to jab his way in and just create a bit of space. Draw some work from Wardley and counter again once he's on the ropes. Another 2 jabs to the body there from Wardley. Lead left hook there from Parker. Lunges in, then lands a right hand on the inside. Wardley clinches again. I understand why Parker's happy to be on the inside and let him clinch, because at the end of the day, you know, it's safer. Wardley's dangerous, but also it's stopping him from getting his own work off. Body jab from Wardley lands. I'm going to give Parker the round because of that big right hand, but Wardley had his moments there. So I've got Parker a round up now. 67-66 so far. Round 8 coming up. This might go points, you know. I'd be surprised if it does, but I didn't think it would go the distance, I have to say. I don't think Parker's boxing particularly well, I have to say. Wardley did a great job of rolling with that right hand. But that's the counter. That's what I'm saying. You've got to look for counter shots against Wardley. Work off his own jab. But also, Wardley's still doing that thing where he twists to the side and he dips down. You've got to throw the right hook first, then the left hook like Hooney was doing. Round 8 coming up. Round 8's underway. Wardley tries the right hand, but Parker's not there to be hit. He's doing a good job, actually, of circling as he jabs Wardley in this fight. Jabs to the body lands for Parker. First clean shot of the round. But yeah, Wardley's doing a good job of moving. Oh, throws the right hand there. Parker just shoulder rolls it. That was good. Jabs to the body lands for Wardley. He's feinting a bit more Wardley this round at the start here. Jab from Parker. That was nice. I like Wardley's feints at the start of this round. Parker body jab lands. Body jab there lands for Parker. Jab for Wardley, but it didn't quite land, I don't think. Body jab for Wardley is blocked, I think. Jab to there from Wardley misses. Triple jab from Parker, backs him to the ropes. And Parker needs to just set him up with something here. Parker looks a bit lost, I have to say. It doesn't look like he knows how to set Wardley up, which is surprising. He started it well with the double jab and then finishing with the left hook, but he's kind of abandoned that. Another jab for Parker lands. Jab for Wardley just misses. 1-2 from Wardley misses. Parker just pulls back and turns away from it. Right hand from Parker lands. to the side of Wardley's head as he dips down to the right. As I said, he's got that habit. He dips like that. We've got 1,000 people in the chat right now. Please bang a like on the stream, guys. I'd really appreciate it. It's a great number of people. Really appreciate it. 1-2 from Parker lands. Double jab, and he landed the 2 at the end of it. But Wardley's good. He's good at taking the sting off. He just moves backwards as Parker lands his shots, and it definitely takes the sting off. Jab from Wardley lands. There's definitely a Parker round right now with a minute to go. 1-2 from Wardley misses. Parker did a good job of pulling back there. It's almost like he's saving the spring in his steps to get away from shots, you know, Parker. He's not moving forward too quickly. Yeah, please do bang a like on the stream, guys. I'd really appreciate it. Body jab from Wardley. Oh, 1-2 from Parker lands and a left hook. Just missed at the end there, I think. Wardley clinches. See, I'd say Wardley's doing a good job of clinching, but I think Parker's actually getting too close and smothering. But also, Wardley's not throwing, so I get it. You need to draw something from him, really, to, again, clinches. It's definitely a Parker round. This with 15 seconds to go, unless something crazy happens. Feints from Wardley. Right hand to the body there from Parker. Adam Smith peddling his usual narrative, saying that Wardley looks confident, but we don't care who looks confident. We care who's winning the round, and that was definitely, for me, a Joseph Parker round. Andy Lee just telling Parker, simple boxing. Got 1,000 of you in the chat. That's brilliant. Please bang a like on the stream, guys. I really appreciate it. Mega. Love it. Hope you're all enjoying the commentary. Bang your scores in the chat in between rounds as well. I'm seeing everybody's scores. I'm watching along as it's going. A couple of you have it tied after 8. Why do you feel bad for Fab, Martin Wood, Wilkinson? 10 seconds out. I don't think Parker's walking into shots right now. He could do, but right now he's all right. Right, runned away. Also, subscribe if you're new, guys. Wardley tries the right hand and Parker blocks it. Do subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow this here, man. We're getting bigger. Oh, lead left hook from Parker landed. I think he shook Wardley a little bit with that. Another lead left hook there from Parker. I like that because he does dip to his right, as I've been saying continuously, Wardley. I think Parker needs to take advantage of that more. But yeah, do subscribe, guys, if you're new. I'd really appreciate that. It also lets you comment on the lives. Jab there from Parker. Jab to the body there from Parker. Oh, double left hook from Parker lands, and Wardley's hurt there. He gloves up. That was nice. It was like a 4-punch combo. Parker loves that triple lead hook. Gets it going. Double jab from Wardley misses. Parker returns with his own jab. Wardley fires the right hand. Parker dips under it. He's definitely got the defense down for that right hand, Parker, most of the time. It's the uppercut that works for Wardley, and it has landed a few times because he throws that jab and Parker's dipping under the right hand, so dipping down into the uppercut makes sense. But you've got to move your feet as you throw that right uppercut, and it's hard. Jab there from Wardley. Lands to the body. Double jab. Dips onto the right hand there himself, Wardley. Barry Jones saying he thinks Parker's a bit heavy, maybe. I think, oh, that right hand does land for Wardley there, but Parker rolled with it, so it was okay. Oh, left hook from Parker lands to the head and then to the body. Right hand, he's got him on the ropes now. Wardley's doing a good job of dipping under the shots. Right hand from Parker lands. Wardley came back with a counter but missed. Another right hand from Parker, and he's really hurt him here. Wardley with the counter right hook to the body. Left hook from Parker. Wardley dips under it. He is tough as old boots, Fabio Wardley. He really is. Jab from Wardley. Jab from Parker lands. Wardley looks hurt and tired here, I have to say. Jab from Parker. Dips under Wardley's return right hand. Yeah, Wardley's so tough. World-class toughness. But, I mean, look, Fabio Wardley's showing that he belongs at world level here. He's right up there. Left hook from Parker lands again. It's every time. It's that dip to his right from Wardley. It's there to be capitalized on. Right hand from Parker misses. Wardley does a great job of turning away from that. Oh, hooks to the body there from Wardley land. Finished with the right hook to the head that Parker blocked. Parker comes back with his own jab, but that took the wind out of Parker there. I can tell. Jab to the head of Wardley from Parker there lands. 7 seconds to go in the round. Parker looks tired. Right hand from Parker lands on the back foot. And that is a Parker round, but Wardley came on strong at the end there. Well, I've still, you know, my prediction of Parker knockout could still be on, but we haven't got the round right. We shall see. Round 10 coming up. I believe it's 12 rounds. It should be. It's a title fight. Yeah, Wardley's really good at turning with the shots. Really, really good. What are we into? Round 10, is it? Yeah. Round 10. Underway. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Double jab from Wardley to start the round. Lands the second jab on the chin of Parker. Right hand from Wardley there as Parker turns. Jab from Parker just misses. Jab from Parker lands that time. Keeps his chin down well, Parker. I'll say that about him. Oh, counter right hand from Parker there. I think it hit the shoulder, though. Jab from Parker lands. Jab from Parker lands again. It was a counter jab. It was nice. Wardley throws the two, but Parker dips under it. I tell you, it's Parker's foot speed that's letting him down for me, because every time he throws a shot, at some point, Wardley will end up dipping to his... Oh, counter right hand from Parker landed. That looked painful, but he hasn't got the gas to follow it up. He just stands and watches Wardley there. I think they're both gassed, because Parker landed a big right hand. Oh, big right hand from Parker lands. Wardley looks really hurt here. Oh, uppercut from Parker just misses. Wardley's doing a fantastic job of rolling these punches. He really is. He's so good at seeing it coming and moving the correct way. Lead left hook from Parker there. Lands to the glove of Wardley, but it did hurt him because it was, you know, big shot. Right hand from Wardley. Look, Parker looks tired on the inside, though. His hands are a bit low, and I could see Wardley landing a counter shot here if he's not careful. But yeah, Parker looks gassed, and his foot speed just isn't allowing him to capitalize on a lot of Wardley's mistakes. Hooney, just a totally different fighter, and we're seeing that here. Hooney getting a lot of credibility, actually, out of this performance from, you know, Parker. Parker's, you know, not boxing as well as Hooney did. The speed of Hooney was a different level. Defensive acumen as well. You know, Parker is struggling to keep himself safe in this fight. And he just looks a little bit open. If Parker can't get Wardley out of there, I worry that Wardley might be able to land something big on him. And if he does, he will go into that chaos zone that I talk about. If he hurts Parker, I guarantee he'll try and finish it. Parker looks really tired. He's gone the back. Oh, counter right hand from Parker again. Now he's on the back foot. He's having more success here, Parker. Another right hand lands from Parker. And another right hand lands from Parker. And another right hand. Wardley's out on his feet here. And a left hook. His chin is outrageous. His chin is absolutely outrageous. Another right hand lands from Parker. Wardley is made as other stuff, man. I'm telling you. Only lands his own right hand. And Parker's hurt now. And Parker's backing up. Bloody hell. This is ridiculous, man. World-class toughness from Fabio Wardley. This is what makes him so dangerous. Right uppercut, counter right uppercut. Parker's going to go down. He's so close to going down. He's backing up to the ropes. And Wardley is going into the chaos mode now. He's throwing hooks. He's gone upstairs. He's going to the body. Another big right uppercut. He misses the follow-up hook. Parker, he takes another big counter shot. Parker takes another shot. He looks like he might go down if he's not careful. He's rolling with all the shots, and the bell goes, and that saves Joe Parker. Unbelievable round of boxing. Unbelievable round of boxing. Wardley's chin is a disgrace. I'm going to give Parker the round because I think he landed those big clean punches, but Wardley also had his own big shots land. But it was a close round. I couldn't begrudge you giving that to either fighter. I just felt that Parker landed more big shots. Wardley is so tough. He's got world-class toughness and world-class power. Unbelievable round of boxing. Fantastic round of boxing. His chin is a disgrace. He was standing there with his hands down, getting hit clean in the head, and he wasn't going down, and they weren't Parker's biggest punches, but they were big, clean punches. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He's so tough, and, you know, luckily for Parker, he managed to roll most of those shots at the end there. It was that counter right uppercut from Wardley. It was absolutely stunning. Round 11 underway. Let's see if Wardley can finish it here. I think he's going to go for him. I think he's going to absolutely go for him here. I really do. Because he's out on his feet. He knows he's down on the cards, or most likely down on the cards. I think Wardley's going to stick it on him here. And Parker will be wondering if he can actually knock him out. Lead right hand lands from Wardley there, and he'll be thinking he can get to him here because Parker's not reacting the same way he was. He doesn't look as fast defensively. Jabs land from Wardley there. They're all landing now, these shots, and Parker looks bothered by his eye. His eye's cut, and he's bleeding in the eye. And I think Wardley can get him here if he goes for him. But Parker looks better on the back foot. He's countering much better on the back foot. You know, more like the Zhang style of fight. You know, he's letting Wardley walk onto his own right hand. You know, to be honest, if Wardley takes these last 2 rounds, it's going to be close on the cards. Really close. Jab lands for Wardley. Parker's in... He looks like he's in survival mode a little bit here, Parker. He looks gassed. Wardley looks tired too, but he's the one coming forward. And I just think Parker's got to look to counter these jabs. Look, Wardley looks knackered. Every time he throws a jab, he looks like he's going to fall over. He's so tired. Parker, there's a right hand from Wardley lands to the body. I don't think Parker's too hurt there, but he did back up. Parker's got... No, he was really hurt by that. He's in survival mode again. He's rolling on the ropes, and he's shaking, and Wardley's landing these big hooks. Parker's still rolling with them. Wardley's gone all out here. He's got unbelievable stamina, Wardley, to keep throwing these big haymakers. Parker's got his hands up on the ropes, and Wardley's trying to finish him. Parker needs to try and find his own counter shot. Wardley lands a big right hook to the side of Parker's head. Right hand to the body of Parker there from Wardley. Uppercut from Wardley, and he's really trying to finish him. Parker comes back now, and they clinch. But they're not really clinching. Oh, huge right hand from Wardley. Parker's out on his feet. Wardley's absolutely going for him, but he's gassed. No way has Howard Foster just waved that off. Oh my days, Howard Foster's done it again. Howard Foster's done it again. No way has Howard Foster waved that off. No way. No way. He's done it again. No, that's too early. I'm sorry, that's too early. Howard Foster, you scumbag. Oh, no. Oh, no. You can't stop that. Parker was on his feet still. You can't do that. Wardley was getting hit just as much as Parker was last round. Oh, my God. Parker is stopped by Fabio Wardley. He's stopped on his feet by Fabio Wardley. That was not right, though. That was not right. But, oh, my God. That's going to be controversial. No, I don't agree with that stoppage, man. I really don't. Oh, dear. I mean, it was the fact that Wardley was so out on his feet that I think that was too much. Wow, Wardley wins by stoppage. What do you know, people? What do you know? What do you know? Right, let's change the name of the stream because, well... I'm going to stick around and react to this for a while because I think people are going to want to talk here. Crazy. What does everyone think? There's 1,200 of you in the chat. Please bang a like on the stream and please subscribe if you're new. I'm watching the replay now to see if I think it was early or not. Parker was hurt, no question. No question. And Wardley may have stopped him. He missed the right uppercut just before that. He landed the left hook. See, this is bollocks. Howard Foster stopped that when Wardley isn't even landing punches. That is not right. He wasn't even landing clean shots when Howard Foster stopped it. And I know he's standing there with his gloves up, Parker, and I know he's knackered. But, you know, you've got to afford him the same luxury you afforded Wardley when Wardley was getting smacked clean. But he's obviously looked into Parker's eyes and he's seen that he's done. And look, I think Wardley probably was going to finish him there. Parker was done, but it looked early. Crazy. Crazy. So maybe Fabio Wardley's going to fight Alexander Usyk now. Bloody hell. I thought it was early. I don't agree with it. But this is boxing. Get in the comments, people. I'm going to read your comment. I'm going to get to your comments and see what people think. I'll prioritize super chats because we're getting a lot here. I can't actually get through all of this. But yeah, if you want yours definitely read out, I'll read it if it's a super chat. Parker's hugging Wardley and saying, well done. It's not rigged, gamer XP2392. He was hurt as hell, but it was early. Damn. Brilliant heavyweight fight. Fabio Wardley is a machine. I mean, he's going to have a hell of a array of health issues at the end of his career, Fabio Wardley, you'd think, because he just takes so many big punches. He's so tough, though. He's so good at reading the shots and moving with them. Wow. We've got another star of British boxing as well. Great. His chin is made of something else. Joe Parker must be gutted. Fair bloody play, Fabio Wardley. He's absolutely exhausted. What a beast. What an absolute beast of a man. He's a freak, isn't he? He's a freak of nature. Absolute freak of nature. Bloody hell, people. That was crazy. What did everyone make? Do people think that was an early stoppage or not? Let me set up a poll. I want to know what people think. Because I thought it was a little early, but... Right, we got a poll going, people. Was the stoppage early? Yes or no? It's a simple question. Let me know what you think. And Wardley is instantly calling out Usyk. Instantly calling out Alexander Usyk. I don't know if he will get Usyk. Boxing Life's a little early, but 30 more seconds left and Parker wasn't really throwing anything back. True, true. But Wardley was gassed. And it's more for me that he wasn't landing clean punches when they stopped it. But also, Parker's eyes did look like they were gone. So I think it was the way his eyes were rolling in his head. When you see it in slow motion, Foster could see his eyes and we couldn't. I think that if I'm giving him some credit, but it was too early. And like I said before the fight, I'll say it again. It is Fabio Wardley's world-class toughness that lets him compete at this level because he will always be in danger, but he will also always put you in danger because no matter what you do, he's there to hit you back. It's that world-class toughness and bravery and conditioning. He's so conditioned. It's absolutely phenomenal. And he can punch like hell. Unbelievable. Unbelievable fighter. Get your chats in, people. Get your supers in. And I'll get to you. We'll discuss this stoppage. What time is it in the UK? I'm just deciding if it's worth doing a reaction video now or... Because normally I do my reaction video, so it's out for you on Sunday morning. I think I'll probably do... Yeah, it's nearly midnight. So I'll do my reaction video. I have the benefit of being on a different time zone. So I will make my reaction video once we've done chatting here. I'll do a stream for a little bit. I'll make my reaction. And it will all be there for you around 9 a.m. UK time. So you can look forward to that. I hope to see you all there for that. But let's talk about this fight right now. You know, I think that Wardley is incredible. I really do. The chicken connoisseur says they're forcing Wardley up the ranks now. I can't rate Wardley for real. I mean, maybe he's just got the attributes that can trouble a lot of these top heavyweights, you know? I don't think he's the best boxer in the world, but I think he's got some world-class attributes. Power, toughness, bravery, stamina, chin. Technically not the best, but he does all that stuff very, very well. And technically not bad, you know? I thought he did well. Ridiculous. What are people saying about the stoppage? Let's have a look at the voting. 85% of you think the stoppage was early. That may have been because I was pretty aggressive with my reaction. Yeah, crazy fight. But guys, I want to know. People think it was a terrible stoppage. I've seen people. Does anyone think it was an okay stoppage? Does anyone think the stoppage was all right? Guys, I'm telling you now, Joseph Parker, Moses Atalma. I think you make that fight. I think you can make that fight now. I think Parker ain't got that much left at top level. I think anyone would want to fight Parker now. He's still a good boxer, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's as good as he was when he was younger. Tiger Duran says awful stoppage. But Yazin Nori says, or Yasin Zori, how do I say your name? Yazni Zori says it wasn't early. Plebeian Smusk said, I think it was a good stoppage. Andrew says, why do they never do standing counts? They don't typically do them in professional boxing. It was weird when they did it in Fury Usyk. The main event was great, though, and it almost makes, you know, it was almost worth the pay-per-view. It was a bloody good fight. I don't think they promoted it well enough, to be honest. I think they should have made it clearer how much more dangerous this fight was. I don't think it's a fraudulent stoppage. I think it's an early stoppage. He was legitimately hurt. You know, Parker could have got really hurt there, but at the same time, when Howard Foster stopped it, he wasn't hitting clean, and that's the issue I have with it. But I've seen worse stoppages. Imagine if Fabio Wardley's the next fight for Usyk. That'd be absolutely crazy, wouldn't it? So guys, the pinned comment is the Discord link. So if you guys want to keep talking boxing outside of these live streams, we have a Discord channel. I also have a Reddit page called Violent Chess. So you can go and check that out as well. I've just started that. But we've got lots of you in here now, so I want to get to some of these comments. I'm tempted to risk it and add you to... Yeah, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Anyone know how much time was left in the round? 30 seconds, apparently. My clock's frozen on 26 seconds. So yeah, it would have been around 30 seconds. Let me get rid of that now. That was the score I had it as well, 97-93. So I had Parker on points already to win it. So Wardley needed the knockout, but I always felt the fight would be a stoppage at some point. Disappointing not to get the prediction right, but also I did say I thought it was not a foregone conclusion that Wardley could win this. Chili T, big up. Hope you're good, mate. But this is what boxing's all about. These fights are fantastic, and this is why everyone loves heavyweight boxing. It was a really good fight. It was fun fight. Lots of power on display. It was really entertaining. Mr. Medical UK, got a weird feeling Wardley somehow beats Usyk. I don't know, man. I couldn't see that. But I can study it. I'd study it. You know what's crazy, though? Before the fight, this is a good question. This is a really good question. Does Anthony Joshua beat Fabio Wardley? Seriously. Because before the fight, everyone was saying AJ would kill Wardley. I don't know. I think Joshua would be terrified of Fabio Wardley. I really do. I really, really do. Who else would you put Wardley in with? Would you do Wardley, AJ? Would Tyson Fury fight Wardley? I wonder. Wardley can fight almost whoever he wants now. Very interesting. Right, so let's have a look at the poll. 500 of you think... 580 of you think that it was... so 80% of you... 84% of 580 people think it was no stoppage. I'm going to end that poll and do another one. And this is... I just think this is such an interesting poll. This is such an interesting poll. Who wins? I want to know what people think, because this is... I'm very curious. What do you think, people? Wardley or AJ? This is why I don't like Davison having Joshua, Wardley, Atalma in the same gym. I want these guys to fight each other. And look, there's going to be some recency bias for Wardley because he's just beaten Joseph Parker, but I think that's such an interesting question. We'll do this one, then we're going to do a Fury one as well. It's so interesting. Damn, I mean, just absolutely crazy people. What a upset. Yeah, real upset. So I'm going to leave that poll for a few minutes and see what people think. But long story short, basically, I was disappointed with Parker tonight. I thought his feet were too slow. I think he was too heavy. And look, G-Man made a video about it before the fight, and I sort of thought, well, he's lighter than he was for the Bakole fight, but Bakole's relatively slow feet. I just felt like he wasn't able to follow up his work enough. At the same time, he was hitting Wardley clean with the extra weight. He was hitting him very hard, and I thought that was the sort of the caveat. You know, he's bigger, he's more powerful. I just think that Wardley was going to beat Parker tonight. Even if Parker was lighter, I think Wardley was going to win that in hindsight. Because you just can't knock Wardley out. And that's the thing about Wardley. This is what I've always said. He's so dangerous because his instinct is to hit you when you've hit him. And if you can't knock him out, he's going to hit you when you do it. And that was what happened. It was crazy. He's such a tough guy, man. Ridiculous. Toughest guy in the heavyweight division for me. He's a freak. Absolutely outrageous. And like, as I say, guys, I'll be doing my reaction video. That'll be out at 9 a.m. UK time. But just while I've got you all here, let's have a little chat about it. I want to know your thoughts right now, because we're here right now. Invisible Cloak wants a rematch. You ain't going to get that rematch, mate. Look, the stoppage was bad, but it wasn't that bad. I've seen worse stoppages. I thought it was the wrong time to stop it. I think if he'd landed one more clean punch, you could have argued it. But it was the fact he was missing with the shots when Howard Foster stopped it. Equally, though, Parker's eyes were rolling in his head. So I get it. I couldn't see that at the time. But my instant reaction was, that's a terrible stoppage. He would have more gas, Luca. You're right. If he was lighter, he would be quicker. But every time he hits Wardley, he's still going to get hit back. You know, and that's the problem. That's the problem. My mate, Josh Byfield, one of my subscribers, he said in the Discord, if you want to get in the Discord, people, it's in the pinned comment. He said that he thought Wardley would win this fight by knockout, and he was right. He got it absolutely bang on. Well done, Josh Byfield. And Parker didn't have any excuses either. He looked confident. He looked well prepared. It's just that he's actually quite vulnerable, Parker, now. I don't think he's got the chin he once had. He's hurt multiple times. Crazy. Ghetto Jr. says his eyes weren't rolling at all. I want to see it again because I remember watching it and thinking, actually, his eyes were turning in his head a little bit. The angle that I saw that, but look, I might be wrong. In slow motion, things can look a bit different as well. Oh, my days. Guys, if you want me to get to your comment for sure, please do a super chat because it really helps to support what I'm doing. I'd really appreciate it. We're pushing the channel forward. Please like the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. But yeah, if you want me to definitely read you out, then please consider super chatting. Really appreciate that. If you've got any thoughts, I want to hear what you all think. I'll react to your comments now. And then you'll get my thoughts, my full thoughts, in the reaction video, 9 a.m. UK time. I'd love to see you all there for that. Talma on the mic as well. This will be interesting to see what he thinks about it. Henry, that was one of the best recent fights at heavyweight. Still think that Parker can and will compete at the high level. It just depends who he fights. And, you know, I think I was right. I think his recent wins were overrated, Joseph Parker. I think the win against Wilder was shot. I said this before the fight. I said that the Zhang win was fine because Zhang's got low output. A good boxer, but yeah, okay. Good boxer, but Zhang, dangerous, knocked him down, but he's got low output. And then the Bakole win, 310-pound Bakole, you know? So I think Parker isn't as good as we think he is. I don't think he's got as much left as we thought. It wasn't the worst stoppage ever, but I do think it was too early. That's my summary of that stoppage. Boxing Life says, over a min was actually left in the round. Parker clearly hurt, and Foster would have jumped him regardless, probably. Great fight, though. I didn't realize it was over a minute left, to be fair. I'm just seeing some slow motion replays now. Let me see if I can grab you a screenshot of how Parker looked when he got knocked out. Let me see if I can do it. Just waiting for the... They're showing highlights right now of the whole thing. You know, Parker did well in there. You know, he did land some really big shots, some really nice work, but he couldn't follow it up because I think he just didn't have the gas tank. And also, it's Wardley's toughness and punching power that got him the win. All right, let's have a look. Round 10. I'm just waiting for the slow motion replay of the knockout so I can get a screen grab for you guys of what he looked like. Let's see. All right, here it is now. But it's full speed at the minute. Let me see if I can get a replay. Yeah, this is the stoppage here coming up. But yeah, Wardley he landed a shot and then he went into that chaos mode. I knew he would. He always does. As soon as he gets his chance, he goes for it. Yeah, that is an early stoppage for me. It's the moment Howard Foster chose to stop it. I want a slow motion replay, but they ain't giving it to me. No, they didn't give me a slow motion replay. Sorry, guys. But yeah. Let me see if I can find an image of it. Ade just asked the question, why is it always Howard Foster? No, there's no images of the stoppage. Annoying. Thank you for the super chat, Niall Golding. Let me get to that. These get prioritized, as you know, people, because it helps to support what I'm doing, and I need it. Early stoppage, in my opinion. Happy for Wardley, but think Parker Usyk would have made for a more enjoyable fight. Usyk is going to dance around Wardley. I think Wardley has a better chance than Parker against Usyk. It would be a more competitive boxing match in terms of the rounds and the scoring of the rounds in Parker Usyk, I think. But Wardley has a better chance to win. So Talma's just said, I'm not in competition with Wardley because he's my stablemate. Exactly. That's why you shouldn't be stablemates. We actually want to see you guys fight each other. We want to see you guys fight each other. Tio Archuleta. I'm guessing, Tio, that you are from New Zealand or Samoa or somewhere like that. Wardley is so bad, bro. I hate these lucky guys. Mate, he ain't lucky. He isn't lucky. He's gifted physically. He's so tough. He punches so hard. He's not as good at Parker as at boxing, but boxing's about more than just technical skill. That's why someone come into the sport and be a phenomenal athlete. That's why athleticism can outdo boxing technique. Because if you're a great athlete and you can punch and you're tough, that's what happens. Wardley's a fantastic athlete. But yeah, I mean, Usyk would dance around Wardley, but Wardley might land something. He just might. But I think Usyk's feet would give him all sorts of issues. All sorts of problems. Fantastic Met Swag. Thank you for the super, mate. You think Wardley should fight Caballel before Usyk? I think Caballel would love that fight. And I would, you know, I mean, it'd be a good fight. But I'd predict Caballel right now, but I would study it and then maybe I'd pick something different. Wild. Guys, please bang a like on the stream and do subscribe if you're new. I'm wondering what we're on now, actually, subscriber-wise. What are we on? $20,352. Not bad, people. Not too shabby. I don't remember what I was on before this stream, but I think we got a few more, so that's good. The thing is, they're saying Fabio deserves the shot at the titles, but, you know, you can't say that he deserves it more than a Caballel. Caballel's run is much better than Wardley's run. It really is. I know that Parker's a good scout, but overall, it should be Ajit Caballel for me. So, let's have a look at the poll, and then I'm going to do one more. 66% of you think that Wardley would beat AJ now. I happen to agree. I think that's who you probably end up picking. I'm going to do one more poll, people, because I would love to know what you think about this one. Who do you think wins this fight? I'm so curious to see what the general feeling is on this one. Vote on this poll. Let me know what you think, people. Wardley and Tyson Fury. Who wins that fight? Mate, thank you very much for the super chat. 1% of your winnings. Thank you very much. I didn't contribute to those winnings because I didn't get the prediction right, so I really appreciate it. But London... Oh, yeah, I recognize your channel name. We've chatted a bit on my channel, haven't we? London Tours and... I can't see the rest of your name. London Tours and Events. Here's 1% of my winnings on the fight for you for a great stream. Got 9-2 a few weeks ago. Parker overrated by an unsophisticated algorithm that didn't take into account old age, weight of his opponents, etc. Yeah. Yep. I think Wardley's very good, but I also think Parker is vulnerable at this point in his career. Wardley getting that win is fantastic from though. I'm very happy for him. I really am. Fantastic. Isn't it interesting? 158 of you voted already on that poll, and 66% of you think Fury beats Wardley, whereas 66% of you think Wardley beats AJ, which tells you the narrative around, you know, Joshua as a fighter at this point. It's so interesting. They won't fight each other because they're both with Ben, but that's so disappointing. I'd love Wardley Joshua. What a fantastic fight to grow his profile and get him, and, you know, bridge him to world level. I mean, people saying Parker should have waited his turn. I still think it was the right decision to fight because I want to see the best fight the best. And if you can't beat Fabio Wardley, you don't get to fight Alexander Usyk. It's as simple as that. How many times have you picked against Wardley? Just this time. I think this is the first Fabio Wardley fight I've predicted. I don't think I predicted it when I did the Wardley Clark 2 fight. But I think I predicted Wardley because I think I thought his ceiling for improvement was higher than Clark. It was what I remember thinking, but yeah, maybe not. Don't know. I'm not talking about AJ Fury, Anthony Ladd. We're talking about Fury Wardley. Would Fury beat Wardley? So it's a serious question that we have to ask. It's a serious question. Guys, give me some questions though. Give me some talking points to go off, because I'll stick around for a little bit. I mean, it's 10 a.m. now here for me. I'll get off and make my my post-fight reaction video. It'll be out at 9 a.m. UK time, so I definitely want to see you all in that video to see your comments and to react to what I think about it. Ben Davison being interviewed right now. What's he saying? Ben thought Foster could have come in earlier. I think the fact that Parker didn't take a knee is what kind of makes me think too early. Ty Golding, do I rate Ben Davison as a coach? Yes, absolutely. I think he gets ridiculous, unnecessary hate. I think what they're doing is very innovative, and I think the only reason people really choose to hate on him is because people think that the analysis thing's a bit of a fad. I don't agree with that. I think it's great, and it doesn't work for every fighter. But if it does work for you, then it works brilliantly well. And I think he can elevate fighters that otherwise have limited skill sets. That's what I believe about him. So 63% of you think Fury beats Wardley after a couple hundred votes. Ty thinks calls him boxer size. Ben, yeah, I rate him, mate. I think, look, he's got, like all coaches, there's probably some limitations there. Is he adaptable enough during a fight? It's up for question. Does he sometimes give the wrong instruction? Of course, we all make mistakes. We all get things wrong. Football managers get stuff wrong all the time, but they get to go out and have their team play once or twice a week. So it's a different thing, you know? Every coach makes mistakes, but I think by and large he gets it right. And he's taken a fighter with a limited skill set like Wardley, and he's elevated what he does well. That's what's brilliant about Ben Davison. But there's some fighters where they may be a bit more natural, a bit more instinctive, like a Fury, for example, where does he make that much difference for them? That's maybe the question you'd asked. I don't know. Yeah, it's an interesting one on Wardley, and is he like Wilder? I don't think he punches as hard as Wilder did. But I do think he's probably a better fighter overall than Wilder. So yeah, in that era, he could have been heavyweight champ when Wilder was, running and had that terrible run of opponents, What do I think of Fury versus Wardley? I think that it's a good question, I've put it there. I don't want to rush it. I'd study it, but my instinct says that Fury would be able to outbox him quite comfortably. But Wardley would properly stick it on him. He would, and he could knock him out. Fury's not got the best chin. He's got good powers of recovery, but he does get knocked down. He's been knocked down by many fighters. Do I think Wardley is a generational Wilder? No. I don't think he's a puncher like Wilder was. I say was because I don't think he's that puncher anymore, but he's a fantastic fighter. He's doing great things, and he punches extremely hard. I don't think he punches as hard as Wilder, but he punches extremely hard. Kukuri says, this is not a knockout, this is a corruption. Parker slipped most of those shots. Look, he was hurt, he was close to being stopped, but it was an early stoppage because he wasn't being hit when Howard Foster stopped it. But I want to see the replay. I want to see what his eyes look like. Mr. Will Guitar says, yes, Henry, what a pleasure this was to see. Glad you enjoyed it, mate. JM just won 250 quid. Hey, man. Good for you. Very happy for you. It was a great fight, though. I enjoyed it. All right, so next poll. Should Wardley now get the Usyk fight? Should Wardley get Usyk next? What do you think, guys? We've got a super chat coming. I'll get to that when this loads. Early or not, Parker's been shown up by Wardley. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think Parker was overrated because of the wins that he had. The run he was on, it wasn't as good as everyone thought it was. Commercially, they were big names, but they were either old and slow, or overweight and undertrained, or finished as fighters as Deontay Wilder was. So yeah, I mean, I think it's one of them. Just his run was overrated, unfortunately. So yeah, disappointing. Disappointing for Parker. I mean, I'm not so fussed, but yeah. Do subscribe if you're new, by the way, guys, in the chat. Bang a like on the stream and all that good stuff. Is anyone else still streaming, or is it just me? I'm always interested to see what the other creators like to do. I feel like it's nice to go a bit longer. Dave Allen's already put his reaction up. Good for him. I don't like to do it the night of, though. I like to wait until I get all my content, because, you know, I edit my videos a bit more, guys. So I like to wait until I've got the highlights and stuff so I can cut them in. And also, it's just something to wake up to the morning after. We're fresh. You can enjoy it. You know, we can talk properly. I can fully put the video together, edit it, make it, package it up. Yeah. I want to get breakfast soon. I'm bloody starving. But guys, if you've got any more questions, get it in as a super. I'll get to it. I'm wondering... I'm just seeing if I can get you guys to stream raid anyone. Is Hatman streaming? Oops. Hatman's not streaming. Interesting. Who is streaming? Is anyone streaming right now other than me? Let me have a look. I think TalkSport are live. No, that's 24/7 TalkSport. Of course, the clocks go back an hour tonight in the UK, don't they? Thanks for the compliment, James Balch. I'm glad you enjoyed the commentary. Sean Zittel is live. Right, guys, this is what I want you to do. Do me a favor. Because I like Sean, right? I think he's an excellent journalist. I'm going to go in a second. What I want you all to do is go over to Sean Zittel's YouTube channel and say you came from a guy called Henry's stream. Because I'd like to work with Sean at some point. I think he's great. I think he's an absolute legend. Brilliant journalist. Ask the hard questions. And I'd love it if you guys would all jump over there and say big up Sean from a guy called Henry. So then he could find out who I am. I think this is a good idea. Do that for me, please. Jump over there now. Appreciate the super chats, guys. Thank you. Fantastic. Just sent me another one. Do that now. I'm going to get off. Please go over to Sean's stream. I'm going to go over myself and look at the live chat. So I'll see you all commenting. So jump over there. Show Sean love from a guy called Henry. And hopefully I'll work with Sean at some point, because I think he's brilliant. And he's the only person I can see actually living right now. Living? Live streaming, I should say. Living. So yeah. Do that for me, please, guys. I'm going to go now. As I say, jump over to Sean Zittel. I'm going to... Actually, I'll drop a link for it. That's what I'll do. Let me get this link. And then you can all get over to it. Yeah, I'll link it, guys. I want you to go to this link. And then I'm going to get off. And as I say, 9 a.m. UK time. Can I not click on my own live stream? I'm still streaming, aren't I? Yeah. Why won't it let me access my stream? Hang on, let me do it here. Right, here he is. I'm going to send this over. Spam the hell out of his chat. Say from a guy called Henry. A guy called Henry says big up. Guy called Henry say a guy called Henry sent you from his stream. It's the pinned message now, guys. Get over there. Big up Sean Zittel from a guy called Henry. And enjoy his stream because he's a great guy. I'm going to get off. Thank you so much for being with me. This was a great stream. I enjoyed it. And please, as I say, all of you, please jump over to Sean Zittel's stream. Love you all. This was a brilliant stream. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And